If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. Lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.
Hello! Welcome to the Clockwise Court, our Changeling the Dreaming 20th Anniversary Edition actual play here on Happy Jack's RPG. I am Adam, I am your storyteller, and I have some players. What's your name, player?
Howdy. I'm Rob. How you doing?
Ooh. What did you do while you were away?
I don't know, but I fucked the shit out of that camera.
The camera feels violated.
Now Jason turns on my microphone. Uh-huh. Yeah, so it's safe.
Yeah. On. That's what I did.
On. Yes.
What is the character you were playing?
Oh! I am playing Tomasa Alloc. Tommy, he's a Sluagh, police detective.
Hmm?
Yeah.
And then,
Since we're going counterclockwise.
Yes, we are.
I'm Jim, and I'm playing Maimrie, your teenage pixie, who has fallen in love with a flying ship.
Mm. Yes.
Hi, I'm Jason, and I'm playing Reginald von...
Sorry.
Reginald von Hornsby, captain of said ship, which I may not be the captain of anymore, but I have returned.
Yes. The ship, by the way, is named the Clown Jewel.
Yes.
Yes.
So good. And then Clara will be joining us in a little bit, as always. And Clara plays Fallon Holgar, our troll hacker. Gina is not with us tonight. Gina is off away doing dirty things under the sea with Krister. Well, okay, her character is. Gina might also be. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah, don't shame.
So, yes. So, last episode on the Clockwise Court, a beautiful, large flying ship came soaring out of the Dreaming and landed at the dock at Port Australia. Captaining this ship was the unicorn Captain Reginald von Hornsby, old friend of Krister, Baron Morgan, the former Baron of Port Australia, frenemy of Lorenzo, and one-time lover of all of the above, plus Maggie.
One time? Excuse yourself.
Plus Penelope, whoever she is.
It was one time that they were all together. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That was
That was the one time.
And
the team effort.
Yes. And that was the night the Titanic sank.
It was the night of the Big Bang.
Yeah. So, Reginald von Hornsby comes to town.
Yeah, that's better.
There is a celebration, there's a feast, there's a fight, a good fight, a fun fight. Reginald and Fallon bond over fisticuffs and swordplay. Krister and Charlie bond over swordplay and
Fisticuffs.
cuffs.
Jesus, man.
Say it.
I don't know. I don't know what they did. Like, I don't kink shame. And Tommy was nowhere to be seen. Where was Tommy? Do you have an idea?
Well, I believe you said in the beginning of last game that I was out talking to
Nip-Nops.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I had a notebook.
Is your mic on?
Shut your mouth. Shut your dirty horn mouth.
Horned mouth?
Horned mouth. Dirty horned mouth. So apparently I was off doing something with Nip-Nops.
Yes, so that was, so I believe beginning of the episode, last episode, we said you went off to talk to Nip-Nops.
To calm her down
to calm
because
her
she
down.
was pissed off at everybody else.
Yeah. And then I believe Fallon said that Tommy got called away to work.
Yep.
So-
So that's what Tommy did. Now, the interesting thing, though, is it wasn't mortal work.
Oh,
Yes.
it was Fae work.
It was Fae work. There was something going on in Tokyo that they wanted some of Tommy's help because some children were being taken by a group of Fae, like from the dreaming, a group of Fae called the Others that sucks up kind of like emotions and stuff from people. And so they wanted Tommy's help kind of tracking him down because one of the kids was somebody that I had saved years and years ago.
Okay.
And so there was a connection there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so everything worked out okay. I did not go in and go after them. I merely helped piece together some of the puzzle. It was kind of a group effort,
Yeah.
and I just provided
The way I see it
Some
is
help.
Tommy in Tokyo, but the animations changed to anime style.
Right.
Yeah.
Big, huge
Yeah.
eyes.
Yes.
But it's still raining and
Right.
like just
Yeah.
dripping over the raincoat and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
it's like
much so.
like a hard slanted rain and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love it. I really do want this show to be animated. I wish that was a thing we could do. One day. Are you still in Tokyo? Or are you coming back?
No, I was able to come back. It was something that, with the travel and the trod, it was actually really fast. Like,
Yeah.
I was only there for like 8 to 10 hours when just all the pieces fit because I knew the person intimately.
Yeah.
Not in the intimate sense, but I knew them well.
Right.
That I was able to be like, oh, here's what you guys need to do. Let's figure this out. And then we were able to figure out a couple things, and I said I needed to get back because there was stuff going on. They did not seem in Tokyo to be as concerned about the king being assassinated and things along those lines, and it very much mirrored the other Fae that we were talking to 2 days ago from that side of things as well. That sort of casual indifference, like, it'll sort itself out, we're not stressed.
Right.
So it was more of like they were living every day as if it was standard.
The land of 10 million dreams has been through much worse, and
Yeah.
it has a much longer view of the world.
Yep.
Okay. So how do you travel through the trod? What does that look like? Because it's different for everyone. It sort of resonates with your own.
1946 Buick.
And you just drive it into the water.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what the portholes are for.
Right.
Yeah.
And the fins.
And the fin. I was gonna say,
Right, yeah.
right. It has fins. Yeah, that's right. It basically becomes a submarine.
Yeah, more or less. Although, like, the images that play in front of me, it looks like that scene in Who Framed Roger Rabbit before they go into Toontown. Like, it's that windy 1940 style road with the, like, wet pavement and those, like, gas lights on the side. Yeah. So it looks like Mulholland Drive. Almost like the whole way.
But kind of, is it under the water or?
It's more under the sea, I think. Under the seat?
Actually, wouldn't it be an ocean?
I heard it's better where it's wetter.
Yeah,
What?
it is.
Leave it to me.
Okay. So thanks everyone for joining us. That's the end. No, I'm just kidding.
I ruined it.
And I helped. But yeah, it's like it goes into the water, but then it's almost like because of like water is a very reflective surface, it almost plays like a movie
Yeah.
in front of it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, it kind of looks like the old school, like the fake screens behind. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're like it's like the driving test almost.
Yeah.
Sure. We'll go with it. This time. That's what it looked like.
Okay.
It changes.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. So, so you're driving your Buick back out of the Trod, and right in the middle of everything is this giant pirate ship, the Clown Jewel. You remember when it was taken?
100 days and 100 years and 100 days ago?
Something like that.
Ish.
We might retcon.
Time is iffy.
Time is iffy. Yes. Yeah.
Wibbly wobbly.
Right. And you remember it was taken by Baron Morgan's friend Reggie.
But taken in the sense as in...
It was assigned to, so I took it as I was asked to take it.
Do I remember it differently?
I believe you do.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe you remember.
Was it thefted?
That is-
Purloined?
That's a strong word.
Purloined.
Purloined.
Yeah, let's go with
It was
purloined.
purloined.
I think that's a good word for it.
It's like if your friend borrowed your car without asking. That's like annoying, but it's not theft.
Yeah. Like,
How good of a friend?
You're a close personal friend.
Okay.
your ex.
Oh,
Let's say.
gotcha. Okay.
Your ex came, took your car, left a note saying, I really needed to borrow your car. Mm-hmm. Bring it back in a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a day.
Yep. Got it.
So,
And duly noted.
yeah. Did you know Reginald von Hornsby?
I did. We had a very casual agreement that during the now dubbed captain's dalliances in the past, there would always be a safe place for him to crash when drink and merriment overtook him.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So you're friends?
Friendly.
Is it friendly?
Yeah, friendly.
Yeah.
You know, it bordered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah. And how did you feel about Tommy?
Yeah, it was good to have that one friend who doesn't party. You know,
Everybody needs
like,
a DD.
yeah, when you need to like lay low and still maintain your reputation.
Right.
And, like,
yeah.
I need to sleep for like 12 hours.
Yeah.
I can't do that at my place because there's people there.
Right. Yeah.
well,
It's always.
just stop inviting them.
I don't understand that phrase. It's a weird sentence that you just said.
Yes.
So,
Satyrs got a sate.
yeah.
They're insatiable.
No.
Downvote.
Give me a
You know what? I'm with you, Doug.
Thank you.
GM.
Sexual chocolate.
GM.
Yeah.
None
Give
of
me a
that.
dexterity plus drive roll. See,
Let's see.
That's what you get.
that's what you get.
Whatever,
you have
dude.
to roll
I
now.
like rolling dice. Just because I don't do it in other games. Dexterity plus drive.
Yep.
Baby, you could drive my car. What am I looking for?
6 or above.
I got a 1. I got one of them that's 6 or above. That's a 7. It was a 7 until I
Yeah.
knocked it. That's a 7.
Yeah, I saw it.
I saw it.
Yeah, I trust you.
They also got a 60 on the other
Yes,
one.
a 60. Yeah. You barely managed to swerve out of the way, just scraping just a little bit along the side as you jerk the car over and slide up onto the beach.
Okay.
And, as you come to a stop on the beach, you see the.
I nearly keeled my car.
God damn it!
Yeah.
I'm gonna deck the guy that put this there. You mastered. Sorry, I'll work on that one.
You're gonna have to hoist it up to fix it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Dear listeners, I give up.
Dude, like 10 minutes into this shit, I knew what it was going to be like to play with Roth.
And there's 3 of them now.
And I am all about buy-in.
That's right.
Clara,
That's the best way to have
Gina, come back and help me survive the puns.
Nope.
Oh my
This
god.
is your punishment.
I hate you so much. Why did you come back?
Because why can't
And of course, I replaced you with Jason.
Jason, I know,
Like,
it only got worse.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
Accurate. No, that's all accurate.
Yeah.
I wasn't disagreeing because that's everything was true that you just said.
you look out the window and you see the masthead of the ship, which is a winged unicorn.
Okay.
And
Is that a new masthead, or is that the masthead that's always been there?
that's the masthead that's always been
Okay.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
Except it's wearing a necklace that is identical to the one you saw Maimrie and Fallon fighting over
Oh.
yesterday morning.
Oh,
Okay.
Can I add
Yeah.
that masthead didn't always have wings?
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was just a
The
leaping
wings are
unicorn
new.
before, now
Yes.
it's winged.
Yes.
Now it's a winged leaping unicorn. Yes.
Okay.
And it's wearing that necklace, which is big enough for like a masthead of a horse's neck now
Okay.
somehow. But it's the platinum chain with the aloe shaped medallion.
Okay.
And there's a big, there's a splotch of what color lipstick?
Let's say pink.
Pink lipstick on its cheek.
okay.
And it looks down at you. the head just kind of swivels and looks down. Says,
I tip my hat.
"Hello."
One moment. I would like to park my car, and I will be back.
Did you scrape me?
No, I believe you scraped me.
But I didn't move.
Ah, but you shouldn't have been here initially. You shouldn't have been right here,
Oh.
parking us at the dock, where the Baron had you originally. Any one of those would have been fine. Just here is an awkward spot.
Okay.
But I'm sure you came out far better than my car. So it's okay. I will take a look at you when I park my vehicle and come back.
Oh, I'll be fine.
Okay. I'm glad to hear that.
But it's nice to see there's enemies to fun still.
Enemies to fund?
Fun.
Fun.
Enemy
Oh,
of
enemies
fun.
of fun. Oh,
Yeah, and
I look
actually,
around.
3 monkeys pop up there, and they go fun, fun, fun.
I clap and smile. There we go. And then I'm gonna go start driving away and give it a little toot toot. Although on a 1946 Buick it probably goes up. But that was not the intention at all.
Yes. So the clown jewel has returned.
Yeah.
And, you don't remember it talking before, though. You don't.
No, I don't. But then again, I didn't seek it out for conversation in the past, so it very well could have.
Nobody did
Yeah.
until yesterday.
Yeah.
Until last night. Actually, so this would be, let's say, end of the next night.
Okay.
Maimrie has spent all day sharing stories with Rajan. And, I actually looked in Rajani's feminine version of the name. So let's go with Rajan. So, but, I don't guess
why
it
do we
really
have to
matters.
care?
No, we don't have to care. It's Rajani. It's
go.
Rajani. Yeah. So that's true. That's a good point. Thank you, Jim. Sorry. Okay. Joey, leave me alone and playing.
I was going to say, it's bad when the DM starts texting at the table.
Yeah, right.
Guys, I think we need to up the ante a little bit.
It just felt really urgent for a second. Is the all the buzzing?
I want
all
one
the
of those
buzz-
buzzers so it can feel really urgent.
Yep.
Gee.
Text myself.
So
Urgently.
yes, so you and Rajani have spent the day sharing stories,
Yep.
hanging out. He's every bit as into you as he seemed during the early part of the day. He asked you if you'd like to go get, go to have something to eat as the sun starts to set.
Well, is that basically this is sort of like yesterday when we spent the day together in the crow's nest, right?
That was earlier today, and now it's nighttime.
Okay.
So we're going to kind of gloss over that whole day.
Right. Well, I'm going to apologize and say that I have to go because there's stuff going on in the mansion that I have to attend to, and I need to have a conversation with Fallon and Charlie about something because she's basically asking them if she can move into the mansion because things at her house are starting to get dicey.
Yes.
All right. I think that mic is worse. Sorry to interrupt. We'll have to switch back to the first one, and I'll just try to crank it up.
Oh no!
This
Finally get to talk.
side of the table is having mic difficulties. Sorry, dear listener.
The tiny pixie will now scream.
Yeah, that's mostly going through my microphone. That's fine. What was that?
I didn't even have my
Oh,
microphone.
hey, there we go. Yes.
All right. Are you in
Oh,
the
sorry.
elevator?
Yeah.
No, Ipanema.
The girl from Ipanema.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
classic elevator music. But because I wanted to talk to the ladies about moving into the mansion because
Right.
living with my parents, living at my parents' house is no longer starting to be viable because I'm getting out of high school and they're expecting me to do stuff and I don't want to do any of it.
Yeah.
So I got to figure out another way of doing things.
Yes.
But I told him that the next day I would be back. I want to do some things around the ship. But if you wanted to go out and have lunch, I'd love to show you the town.
That would be amazing.
Sure.
I would love to see it.
Yeah.
I've been on this ship for a really long time, and it looks like things are very different, and I cannot wait to find out how.
Well, things are stupid different. When, like 100-some years ago?
At
Fuck,
least,
man. Oh, jeez.
we kind of lost track of time to the point that nobody even knows how long we really were gone. It changes depending on who you ask.
Time is weird.
Yeah.
And frankly, I'm not big on details.
Yeah.
So,
It's a little
yeah.
wibbly wobbly, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, we'll see. I'll come back tomorrow, and we'll go ahead and do that. Thank you so much for the stories. I really appreciated them.
Of course, I'll be here looking out.
All right, I give him a hug, and then I take off.
Did you steal anything from him?
No,
Okay. All right.
because he didn't seem like he really had much to steal.
Okay. Yeah.
And I already
his
threw all his
interests.
waters.
Just his heart.
Just his heart.
I mean, everyone who came back has some stuff, right? Like a jewel or rings or something because
Yeah.
we share a
Well,
little.
the thing with
Yeah.
Maimrie is that she's not really sort of a klepto. It's one of those things that when something really attracts her, she doesn't think twice but to take it. And
Right,
that's
yeah.
just sort of an impulse. So
Right.
she doesn't have to she's not constantly looking for things to steal. She just gets fascinated with things and her automatic response is to try to keep them.
Yeah.
It's a Kender.
Yeah. It's a magpie disease where you
Yeah.
just something shiny, ooh, and you want to grab it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you forget that you had it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's not like I get a thrill from taking things.
Right.
It's just that I go, ooh, that's nice. It should belong to me because obviously it should belong to me.
Yes.
Yep, that adds up.
Yeah.
It's more of an ego-driven.
Yes. Reginald, what did you do all day?
There was some continued drinking. Ideally, hook up with Maggie if she's down, and then whatever happened. I mean, that's going to take all day. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, not that long. I mean, she's got stamina, but
Oh, right.
but she's also pretty old now, so
Eh.
yeah. She's she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
But she gets tired real quick.
Okay, that's fine.
I feel that.
Yeah, put some more slack on the harness. You're fine.
So then part of the day is also like unloading all the stuff that we brought.
Yeah.
Which is not to say I am carrying things, but I am directing my
You're
crew.
directing it.
To I'm a leader.
Yes, yeah.
You're a delegator.
Yeah.
Where are you putting it all?
Well, it was supposed to go in the Baron's coffers, so I don't know what the options would be.
The mansion.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, that was his house, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's sort of the seat of government for this place.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
general, so
Yeah.
at least vague government.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Right. It's the seat of the Fey government. Yeah.
Such
Oh.
as it is.
And I don't know if this is possible, but there was a little like circlet, really like a tiara that I brought back for the Baron specifically, and I wanted to put it on his statue and like make it stay there somehow, but I don't know how that magic works.
Yes. So, okay. So that would be
Called True Value Gorilla Group.
right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Gorilla
Yeah.
snot. Yeah.
So, I mean, the realm would be prop.
Yep.
I think that would be metamorphosis.
I don't have that magic.
Doesn't matter.
I have grandeur.
You could probably find somebody who has metamorphosis
Okay,
magic.
so that's what I have to find.
Yeah.
Unless
actually,
spring can make it grow into place.
no.
Eli played a paladin who was a paladin of the god of spring
Would it be
and rode around in a unicorn.
Oh, that's a good one.
nice? Boy, yeah, I don't really know. I think. Actually, it would be Kronos. I think to set it into.
Oh, to be sort of
Yeah.
in stasis in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, Kronos
Nope.
3 has a set in stone thing, so yeah, that might work. So you'd probably want to find somebody who knows Kronos
Okay.
time, which you do.
Who's that?
Well, you just had sex with her.
Oh, Maggie.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah,
Yes.
so I need her help to honor the.
Yeah.
The bell.
Yes. So I think around dusk, you and Maggie. Huh? Oh, no thanks. No thanks. You and Maggie step out to the statue, and you place the crown on Morgan's head, and she begins to weave the dreaming around you and create a sort of glow that just fills the immediate area. The statue and the crown almost seem to glow like they're being heated by a fire, and they begin to meld together. And Tommy, I think that's when you
Actually, I was going to walk up and and then
at
like
any
just
point in that.
wait for the moment to pass for a second, and just say, "I'm sorry you didn't get to see him the last time, but he died protecting this area, or he gave himself to protect this area."
So I've heard, and I miss him, but it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back.
Thank you. It's always a joy to see you, and I'm sure the revelry that has come with you has done nothing but brighten this area up.
Well, you missed the party last night, but we can have another one tonight.
I have no doubt that you will have multiple while you are here.
Tommy! And I run up behind Tommy, and I just sort of like, just grab him from behind, and just like, I'm completely like a backpack.
Yeah, I do the back pat. Maimrie, it's good to see you as well.
It's good to have you back. We missed you.
It was a short trip, but yes, it is good to be home.
A lot has happened. Look, Captain Hornyhead.
Funny, that's not the first time I've heard him referred to as such, but it has been a long time since I've seen him.
So, Hornsby, actually.
And actually, she jumps off, and with a deep bow, Captain Hornsby, my apologies.
That's fine.
Well, I suppose I'd better get to cooking. If we're going to have another party. Tommy Charlie has run off on an adventure with Krister. She said she'll be back soon.
It's fine. We all need an adventure from time to time to refresh ourselves. It's good.
I'll get another feast prepared. Send the invitations.
Just taking a quick deep breath, looking at the statue again. Have any of you made any headway on the riddle?
Oh, right. You told me about that last night.
Yeah, there was a thingy about something from the sky.
There's a plaque with the riddle in front of you at the base of the Do you guys need me to remind you?
Yeah, I point out the phrase that directly relates to the arrival.
When the past has come to port.
Yeah. I'm like, see? And I don't think that they mean the wine. I think they actually do mean a port.
I mean, it makes sense since it was here.
It just seems to me it's kind of crazy that there's so many people returning to town right now that knew the Baron.
Yeah, I did know the Baron.
Because we have Krister, we have him, and him showing up in sort of like a spectacular way.
Oh, thank you.
There's no other way that Reggie tends to show up.
I do try.
I think you succeed.
I appreciate that.
You know what? I really am beginning to appreciate your style, sir.
Oh, well, thank you.
It is a style.
Yeah.
By the way, Maimrie is dressed in the most flamboyant and magical pirate garb that she could pilfer from your ship.
Well, thank you.
Great.
Yeah.
Are you joining my crew or just making a fashion statement?
Well, I went in Rome, and I was hanging around the ship. Last night we were having a really good time. He is fantastic. I figured I wanted to dress the part, especially since I was hanging out with my new bestie.
But who is fantastic?
The Clown Jewel.
Is a terrific ship, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, really needs to work on its vocabulary a little bit. I think it just needs practice.
It did yell at me as I came back.
Well,
Why did it yell at you? What did you do to it?
I did nothing. I did remind it that it should be elsewhere when it was parked and not on the exit of a main trod, because that tends to surprise people. But other than that, it seemed to be in a very good mood, and the monkeys were quite on tune.
The monkeys are great. They do barbershop, on request.
That doesn't surprise me.
They really need a base.
There were only 3.
Yeah.
So, we'll have another feast tonight. That's a given, obviously. What is it we need to accomplish? As though this plaque is interesting.
It is our understanding that this plaque shows the way to the new ruler to replace King David.
Ah, that's right. The king is dead as well.
Yes. Which, to fill you in on some history, King David did a very good job of uniting everybody and minimized all of the fighting that had gone on previously.
Oh, is that so?
Yes. It's actually something that I'm completely supportive of, is finding a new ruler that can bring everybody together in much the same way.
I would support the same thing. I'm surprised that anyone was able to actually pull it off.
Yes. That's why I was devastated when I heard the news. Not many people could tell, but it was.
Well, I get it. And pull you into too much of a hug.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I do the begrudging, pat on the back.
Yeah.
The same way I patted Maimrie on the back. That is my version of affection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As much as you got.
It's deep. Believe me, this stream, this flat water runs very deep. Right. However,
just not as effusive as your unicorn friend.
Yeah. I'm not as horny. You are he, him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The within a very short time before you even finish this conversation, the little glowing lanterns sort of stream off of the porch and just start to form a circle in the air over the little courtyard. Picnic tables march out from the side of the house and set themselves up around, and there's a whole be our guest kind of dance as the tablecloths and the silverware and the napkins come out and all that. The very, very shortly, the whole courtyard is just filled with this feast, and then Maggie comes out just balancing dozens upon dozens of plates of delicious food of all sorts. Starts setting them on the tables as the sailors start arriving and pouring drinks.
The sailors?
The seamen.
Yeah, okay. I'm not sure what a sailor is, but yeah.
There's Sailor Moon, Sailor
Come
Mars,
on now.
Sailor Jupiter. No.
Right now?
God damn it.
Give me a minute.
I've heard that's all you need. Sorry. We're just bad people.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. Various other fae from around town starts showing up. Most of them are faces you don't know, really. Maggie and Tommy and the ones you met last night, and the ones you brought with you.
Sure.
Really it. There are several enchanted humans this time.
They're quite enchanted.
Quite enchanted. These are humans from around town that Maimrie and Tommy both know of, and you know that they come along with various fae that live here pretty regularly.
Yeah.
And they're dreamers of the various denizens of Port Estrella.
I'm actually, I think a fascinating couple would be Nipnops and Reggie.
Oh, interesting.
And I would like to encourage Nipnops to come.
Okay.
And actually, like, the way I'm gonna phrase it, and the way I'm gonna phrase it out loud to everybody else is, I don't think we ever had a proper celebration for the Baron. So I think this is a perfect time in front of his statue to really appreciate what he did for the town, and what he did for the people that knew him and the people that will come after him.
Yeah.
And so I encourage her to come be part of that celebration.
Okay. Yeah. How do you encourage her? What do you do?
I text her.
You text her. Okay.
I Facebook her.
Yeah.
I face-based.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You up?
Yeah, exactly. Sup?
Nice.
Hey, girl. How you doing?
Eggplant.
Cucumber. Peach.
She sends back a robot emoji and the water splash.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Give me a charisma plus etiquette roll.
2, 3. Let me see if I have anything that can help me.
And you can spend willpower.
I have calming presence.
Oh yeah, that would apply. I don't remember exactly what it does, but I think
I wrote it down
I think
somewhere.
it lowers
maybe.
your difficulty. Maybe.
I think it does too.
Yeah.
Let's see. I wrote down most of the stuff.
Oh, Reggie, in order to increase the time to make the crown permanent on his head, you both needed to expend quite a bit of glamour. So if you could spend 2 points of glamour to invest in that.
Happily.
Actually, 3. Spend 3 because she put in the magic you fueled it.
Okay, I'm about to spend some more when
Okay.
when you want to hear from me again.
Okay.
I'm trying to look up calming presence because
Okay.
right now I only have 3.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
I need anything that can help.
Rajani shows up, as does Newt. Newt's here too.
Yeah,
so
I was going to wonder about that.
They notice each other cooing over you, and
Can I not be out and about at this time?
Oh,
Can I
sure.
be looking out the window.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I see both of them in there, and I go, ooh.
No.
So, I am going to, much like we have done before, I am going to borrow without asking some clothes from Charlie.
Yes. Right.
Like, whatever, like a little red tube dress, something
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
with some high heels.
Isn't that just one of Fallon's shirt socks?
Yeah.
Or like what is it, leg warmers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fallon's leg warmer. A Maimrie dress.
Because Maimrie's 92 pounds solid.
Right. Yeah.
And she's basically going to sashay out there.
Nice. Okay.
You know what I appreciate about you? You can make an entrance. That's what I appreciate about you.
No, I literally do my signature thing. I sort of walk out, and I sort of look around very casually, and then the wings move.
Nice. With their shimmeriness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll come back to that entrance. What did you get? Three successes? Damn.
Yeah, you rocked it.
Okay.
Look at that.
7, 8, 8.
3 successes on 3 dice?
Yeah.
Yep.
Shit.
Wow. Yeah. There's a little bit of a pause, and then there's just a sure is the response back.
Yeah. Which is interesting to me because even though I asked, I naturally assumed that she would just be coming anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Not in an egotistical way, but yes.
Yeah.
She should come. It
Yes.
makes sense for her to come.
And when she does show up, she actually makes eye contact with you and gives you a little bit of a smile.
Oh.
I'm happy to see you.
Yes. I smile at her as well, and I gesture her over.
Okay.
And I gesture you over.
Okay. All right. And then, let's. Okay.
Wait, yeah, I'll do my thing after this.
Okay. Let's oil and water. Okay. I want you to, Maimrie, give me a charisma plus. Let's go with persuasion.
Since
or
my appearance specialization is capped.
oh yes, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that would be appearance. Yeah, appearance plus.
Subterfuge. Since I'm actually
Yeah, because you're actually trying to
Yeah.
stir some shit. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Difficulty is going to be 7.
Okie dokie. 10s count as 2 successes.
Yes.
So that's 2 successes.
1, 2, 3.
But I got 2 1s, so that's 1 success.
Okay.
Stupid ones.
Yeah.
You shouldn't roll those.
Yeah. Set those aside.
Yeah.
The ones.
No, I meant you shouldn't roll ones.
Yeah, I shouldn't roll ones at all.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
You know. I never do what you should.
Yeah. Newt notices you right away as soon as you step outside of the manor onto the porch. Newt whips around and just kind of stares at you, a little googly-eyed and a little open-mouthed, a little slack-jawed. Rajani takes a little bit longer to get him to notice you. There's a little bit of a murmur because he's partying with all of his friends.
And I also figured he's probably really excited to be off the ship and is distracted by all the new sights and sounds
Yes.
and things. So, yeah, that's totally fine.
Exactly. So takes him a little bit longer, but Newt is already making his way towards you when Rajani sees him coming and then just appears right in front of you.
Okay. So,
And he
the
gives
scene-
a nice bow and grins.
the scene is me sort of like coming down from the steps of the mansion. Rajani walks up to me and sort of does the bow. I curtsy in front of him and I give him a kiss on the cheek. I literally put out my hand next to me and somebody just puts a mic in it. And then I walk up to the stage. And I basically start going, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Fae of all kiths. Welcome to the second day of partying."
Pause. I really need to cast grandeur on her.
Okay, do that. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. What do I roll?
So the art.
So Sovereign 2.
Okay, and then Realm is going to be Fae. She's a commoner.
Okay,
so,
that's 2 more.
Yeah. So so you roll the number of dice, and just
Okay.
one is all you need to affect her.
Okay.
but-
Can I
Yeah,
roll
go for
4 of this?
So are you going to do anything bunky to lower the difficulty?
Well, he's got 2 successes.
Yeah.
No, because I don't want to draw attention to
Okay.
myself.
All right. Okay. So difficulty is 8.
And I have 2 successes.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So so what is Grandeur?
So Grandeur, the short version, everyone under the influence of the cantrip looks upon the changeling as a leader, savior, or royalty. She may not actually possess the poison grace attributed to kings and queens of old, but Grandeur provides a handy substitute for the real thing. Anyone influenced seeks the attention and approval of the changeling or avoids any conflict. And all of the social interactions, you get 2 automatic successes, and anyone affected by the cantrip has to spend a willpower point to contradict, accost, or attack you.
Yeah.
So the unless someone's of like obviously higher rank.
Yes.
But it lasts for the scene unless somebody humiliates you.
Okay. Yes. So, as soon as you step up onto the stage, what do you do anything to indicate to her, or do you?
There is, that visual effect in anime where there's like this, shing, that star light. So the tip of my horn does that while everyone's looking at her, and then there's that brief flash in her forehead.
Yeah.
Like in her forehead.
Yeah.
And then, so I look at her across the crowd, make eye contact. Shing, there's that noise.
Yeah.
And
so I'm going to leave that
nod.
entirely up to Maimrie, whether or not she knows that something was done for her, or if she just assumes that everybody's always like this
feels
for
a
you.
flush of confidence. She doesn't know exactly where it comes from.
Yeah.
But she sort of just basks in it and rides with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Talking to the crowd is basically what she does for this group.
Yeah.
So she's somewhat used to it.
As of 2 games ago.
Well, I'm assuming just pretty much the way the stat-wise things work out,
Yeah.
it's very more likely that I end up being the one that just sort of like announces things. Makes me more of a town crier and not a governor. But
Right.
still,
Yeah.
I go up there and I go, first of all, I would like to extend a deep and heartfelt welcome to the crew of the Clown Prince, and especially to its captain, Captain Von Hordsby, who has graced us with his presence, and we are here and we have been here to celebrate said presence. But
There are multiple cheers all through that.
so let's hear it for them, everybody. Yeah.
yeah, me. I mean us.
But more to the point, ladies and gentlemen, what I wanted to do was I wanted to dedicate this evening to our former Baron, someone who is, even despite of his loss, has been a centralizing and buttressing force in this town that has helped us through many things, if not only in his memory, but in his legacy. Mm-hmm. And I would like to dedicate this evening, and I would like to dedicate this drink.
Somebody just hands you the drink from the crowd.
And I go, I'd like to raise a glass to the Baron. We will probably never see the likes of him again, but I'm hoping that we will, and I'm hoping that our new king is of equal character. To the Baron, cheers.
Right before you drink, you hear a voice, "You're not of age."
And basically, it just like pours over.
And take a point of glamour for that lovely speech.
It's good.
Oh, very nice.
I just wanted to set a tone for the whole thing, and since you were saying that we wanted to dedicate to the Baron, I think that's actually a really neat idea. So I do that, and I step down, and I head towards where Tom is.
Okay. Yeah. So Nipnops has come over to you. She's standing beside you while the speech is happening. Reginald was distracted momentarily by the speech, but you're able to get his attention again if you want to motion him over.
Oh yeah. I'd say to Nipnops, I think there's someone who hasn't been around in a long time that I think you'd be very interested to meet. give it a moment or two. It's perhaps not immediately apparent, but I think you two can find much in common.
I'm terrified to know who this person is.
Hello. It
If
is lovely to make your acquaintance.
May I present Reginald Captain Von Hornsby?
Are you fucking kidding me?
And like my deepest, courtly bow and getting my, which is tricky in hooves, by the way.
Right, yeah. So, Nip Nops is fairly slight. She's about 5'4", or so. Kind of thin and not very curvaceous. She's wearing a sort of androgynous, dark suit, and she, like all knockers, she has her face is.
Sorry, what?
It's a kiss.
Sorry, it's a kid.
Why are you laughing?
So she
Stop staring at my knockers.
she has,
What's funny? I don't get it.
She has stark white hair that's kind of elegantly stylish, and also her face is almost looks like it's painted white, and has little red swirls on her cheeks and on the tip of her nose. Her eyes are kind of pink, like albino almost.
Real quick, just because I don't know Changeling that well.
Yes.
What's the elevator pitch for Knocker Kith?
They're the fairies that fix things.
Knock something together.
Yes,
okay, got it.
Well, and so the way
yes.
the way they actually introduce her is I say, Nipnops here is a fantastic artisan when it comes to electronics, right? Because isn't she
Yes.
like a professor?
Yeah.
At CPU. Yeah. So there is a university here now that deals with things that are probably outside of your realm of experience, but it's quite magical.
Outside of your realm of experience? What is he, a Luddite?
No,
Are you a Mennonite?
He just hasn't
Mormon?
been around for 100 years. He's been stuck in time doing other things.
Well, that's
Right.
that's close enough. I would love to hear more about what you've done. It's the future.
Yeah. That's the future. But you were stuck in time.
Well, not exactly. We experienced the passage of it a little differently than we set out for a year or so, which is what I experienced. But at least 100 years has passed, and some of my crew say they experienced a different amount of time as well. It's fascinating. And I kiss you on the cheek. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, all right.
Oh my God! So you were away in the dreaming, the deep dreaming.
Out of character, I don't know the answer to that.
Yes.
This is fascinating. I just want to watch this happen.
Yeah. The deepest.
This is. Okay, so here's the problem. Like physics, we don't even know the physics of this yet. We don't even understand how this could possibly happen. So the fact that you've experienced a temporal...
Can I lead her to to where the drinks are? And all that?
She's just she just kind of goes on and on about all of these theories, most of which you do not understand.
Well, a lot of
Yeah.
my participation in the conversation is I wish you had been on this voyage with us.
Yeah.
You could have helped when this happened, and this happened, and this happened. And,
Yeah.
and that would have been invaluable. But I want to push that satyr magic a little bit, just to see what happens if her inhibitions come down.
Okay.
I just want to see what is it she wants to do that she's not doing.
Yeah. All right. Give me a charisma plus. I think.
Normally the gift of Pan, they have to fail a banality or willpower roll. For the satyr magic.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's just because I'm getting her a drink. I think that's how it works. I don't know.
Okay.
Or I can roll something.
Yeah, I'm going to have you roll.
Okay.
Fuck the rules.
I know. Like I told Rob in our first
care
session.
about the rules.
Rob asked about rules in our
What?
first session. I said, "Welcome to Adam Plays Changeling like PBTA."
Yeah,
So,
that's fine. So 2d6.
So give me a charisma plus maybe either leadership or empathy.
I like leadership.
Okay.
Both of those are good, but
Yeah.
I think it makes sense in my mind as leadership
Yeah.
because I'm like
Yeah,
trying
you're-
to make an impression on
Exactly,
this person.
yeah, and also like trying to draw out something. So, and because of your gift of Pan, I'm gonna lower the difficulty by 1. So 5 is your target.
5s,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh my goodness gracious.
1,
you have a
2,
specialization
3,
in this
4.
skill?
No. I have 2 10s though. Does that count as anything?
No, the 10s would be 2 successes if you had a specialization.
Oh.
Yeah.
No,
You
because I'm not inciting a rebellion.
No.
So
no.
my
if you were
leadership.
trying to get her to overthrow the town, yes.
A rebellion of her inhibitions.
Oh!
Well, but I want her to stay true to her nature. That's like the
But
end.
she's fighting against her nature right now by not giving in to you.
That's up to Adam then.
No. Gonna
I'm going to roll
overrule
my
that one.
PR.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, only 4 successes.
Only 4 successes. Yeah, she gets really excited about this, and she also gets excited about explaining to you the reasons and the method behind how technology progressed as it did over the time that you were gone. So she takes you all the way from Edison all the way through the microchip
Yeah.
revolution, all of that. And she is actually very good at explaining it and
Okay.
coming up with really interesting metaphors to take it all back to terms that you would understand.
Yeah, well,
So-
that's great. I mean, Reggie's passion is passion, and,
Yes.
which doesn't have to be sex,
Yeah.
right? It's
Yes.
just if you're into something, he wants to hear about it.
And you
So-
can tell that she is passionate about knowledge and about technology,
Okay.
whatever kind it is. And so she really kind of opens up to you. She has a couple of drinks. Tommy, you see her relax in a way that she really hasn't since whatever happened between her and Fallon.
Yeah.
Years ago.
So while I know Maimrie came up as the two of you were meeting, and then kind of went away. And as I watched that whole thing, I look at Maimrie and I said, "Magic isn't just what you can do. Magic is around you in every person and everything and how they interact." And I point over there and I say, "Look at that magic happening right now."
Why would you do that to Reggie?
Nipnops is a good person. You need to see it. By the way, good speech.
Oh, thanks.
Minor way to get to the crowd is sometimes using the word we as opposed to I. But we were very impressed.
Yeah, I get that.
I do think you did a good job.
Oh, thank you. I don't know. I don't dislike Nipnops. I just find her boorish.
Look at the way Reggie looks at her and look at how excited she is to talk to him. Try to draw that out of every person you come across, because their excitement can be your excitement.
Okay, I'll think on that.
Cool.
Take a point of glamour for getting the point of the game.
At some point, if it comes around to it, because I'm wearing modern clothes now.
Yeah.
I brought a jacket I was going to wear, and it's too freaking hot in here. So instead, I just have a collared shirt.
Yes.
But with that is like my cutlass and this like weird flintlock pistol.
Yeah.
And that also, I'm like, as we're talking, I'm talking to Nipnops, I'm thinking like, so with this, is there a way to, like, I'm not like drawing my gun, right?
Yeah,
I'm like
right.
holding it out, right? Like, had there been any improvements? This is such a hassle to fire, and I just, there has to be something, like, Maybe it
Reggie.
could hold
Oh.
a bullet in it.
Oh, Reggie, and she pulls out of her actually she pulls it out of her shoulder holster underneath her suit jacket, which it's so slim that you can barely see it. She pulls out this beautiful, sleek, pearl-handled pistol.
I have stopped watching because I do not want to see any of this legally.
No, I'm going to yell gun.
Yeah, and she's got it's like she's showing it to you. It's got 16 in the clip and
One in the hole.
one in the hole.
About to make some bodies turn cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever all of that is. Anyway, she starts going off on all of the developments in firearms and weaponry,
Okay.
which is really fascinating for a second, but also you begin to realize, oh, it's gone too far.
I see. Yes.
And perhaps, because at some point in there she also mentions rocketry.
Oh, right.
And how that came about and all that,
Okay.
So, yeah. So she gives you a little bit of a horror tour of armament in the 20th century.
Okay.
But yeah, so, okay, I was kind of hoping to wait until Clara got here before the next
She's
thing
in
I did.
chat, if that helps.
Is she in yeah.
Don't chat and drive.
Yeah, don't chat and drive, Clara.
Just
Just watch Netflix like everybody else.
Poor thing. Oh God, she's been over an hour on the road. Poor thing. So she should be here soon.
Yes, she should.
I like how you looked at chat, as you're chastising her.
Yeah.
Yes, good job.
Drive safe and don't forget to bring in your character sheet.
That's right.
Sick burn.
Thanks.
She took a picture of it on her phone.
Right? Yeah.
Close.
Close it
Smart.
up. So there's the feast continues. Everybody's having a really great time, and then you hear a fanfare of horns.
I do like
Yes.
horns.
And it comes from just at the edge of the courtyard.
Wait, is that the sound of the plot advancing?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
excited.
Dances with a fanfare. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. And the fanfare ends, and then the three monkeys appear from behind the statue and go doo doo doo. Yeah.
Where did these monkeys come from? I don't know. I missed something.
You don't remember there being monkeys
No.
when you arrived.
Yeah, I assume they were yours.
Nope.
Okay.
Monkeys know how I feel about them.
The monkeys are mine.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I've made my feelings known.
Yes.
Okay.
The monkeys are now a thing. And you hear Hinty establish the fourth note
Oh, nice.
in the chord.
You wouldn't happen to get bass, Hinty, would you?
No.
Oh, that's okay. I still love you.
Thanks. And as you look over to the edge of the courtyard, you see a quartet of Boggans, and they're all wearing matching livery. The livery is in the colors of your favorite LA-based sports team.
So
Yeah.
just blank.
For
Your Los Angeles Clippers.
I was going to go purple, silver, and black.
Yeah. I think they'd be purple and gold for you, because that's the most royal colors that you would know of.
And you
I
dub
hate
Huskies.
you so
Yeah.
much. So much hate you.
It's the Huskies.
Yeah, it's not the Huskies in LA.
I don't even know how I insulted him. I just know I did.
It's the fucking Laker colors.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're a Los Angeles-based team.
Not if
So-
I have anything to say about it.
They part, and a little chestnut brown pony with an armored boggin on the back, carrying this huge halberd that seems too tall even for him, sort of trots through as the horn section parts. Behind him is a tall white mare with a regal-looking woman wearing a shimmery gown that seems to catch the light of the town.
Oh,
in
very
it.
cool. Claire's
Perfect.
Yes.
There's
a Hey. Hooray!
Not all the way
Shut
back.
up, Siri. Yay! No worries. And some of you recognize the Lady Elmo. The Boggin Knight was Siminder the Mighty, and Lady Elmo is the Queen's Castellan, riding along behind him, and then a palanquin comes forward, being carried. Being carried by what can only be described as dancing bears.
That's rad.
Yeah, it's four brown bears carrying a palanquin, and they are moving along, balanced on circus balls.
Oh, wow.
nice.
As the palanquin just smoothly rolls forward, and the bears keep moving forward in this little procession. Behind are several armored knights and a whole retinue of courtly attendees. Most of them are but a lot of commoners as well. And the palanquin is set down. Yes.
I was going to say, who's in the palanquin?
Yes.
Yeah.
The palanquin is covered by sheer gold curtains, and you can see a figure inside, but you can't see.
I
who
appreciate
it
the
is.
style, though.
Yeah, super stylish. And the bears roll forward. The various knights fan out around the palanquin. The horn section forms up on either side of it behind the bears and start blowing a melody. And you hear other music come in. There's the tinkling of soft bells, a beautiful high flute melody that sounds out.
Still no bass.
Until
Hard to find.
until the bears begin to hum
Ooh.
and provide the bass line.
Yeah.
And boom, boom. A swarm of butterflies come down and grab onto the edges of the gold curtains of the palanquin and pull the curtains apart.
I lean over to Maimrie and I say, I hope you're taking notes.
I can't do any of that.
Yet.
And stepping out of the palanquin is the most beautiful woman that has possibly ever been seen in the history of the Fae or the mortals. She has deep, dark brown skin. Her eyes are wide and a green so bright that they almost seem to be glowing. Her hair is bright blue and piled up on top of her head into braids with coils holding it into sort of a top knot, and then natural out of the top. Her eye makeup is flawless, striking.
Her
Something
eyebrows are twins, not sisters.
Yup. Yes. As she smiles, even if her teeth weren't perfectly bright, pearly white, and beautiful, the smile alone would light up your heart. It looks like, to each of you, it looks like she looks directly in your eyes and smiles just for you. And she's wearing a very a sort of thin, soft, light blue gown, with all kinds of gold coins sewn into it, just for fun. Almost looks like armor.
Interesting.
And she steps down onto the ground, and flowers begin to bloom where she puts her feet, and as she walks across the courtyard. And yes,
Isn't it? What's the line of the song? I'll lean down and say it to memory, but it's like, rosebuds grow where my rosemary goes. Like there's a song that's like a line from like the 60s
I don't recall.
or whatever. But yeah, God damn it, I'm not
Don't
making
know
it
it.
up.
yeah.
No, I really do.
Yeah, chattel.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I
But anyway.
appreciate a woman who appreciates subtlety.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm encouraging memory to be like, look, this is how you make a fucking entrance.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
Clearly.
This is what you need to do.
Those of you who live here know this is Queen Aelios.
Oh.
The last time you actually saw her in person, some of you saw her at the Getty.
That's right.
Her castle.
Her seat of power.
Yes, when you went down to deal with Newt, you saw her briefly, although did not get a chance to speak with her.
No.
You mostly dealt with Lady Elmo and Slimander.
Yeah.
But the last time you saw her was exactly a year ago, when she appointed the four of you stewards of this city. Yeah.
So what would be the proper etiquette?
I'm going to go over there, bend the knee.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, cool. Then yeah.
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 Whatever the proper etiquette is, it's done.
Yes. Yeah. Everybody kind of like bends the knee, including your crew, Reggie. They don't know her, but they recognize the royalty.
I wait just that half second to bend the knee so that she can see that I'm here, and then I kneel.
Okay. All right.
Because the horn sticking up above everybody else doesn't give it away.
It's just important to catch her eye.
Right. Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Yes. So Fallon. I don't know how much you were able to listen in. But
I heard everything until I think you hooked up Nip Nops and Reggie, and then that's sort of where
Yeah.
it. Oh, and magic is all around us. That was cute.
yes. Okay. Yeah. So you're pretty caught up. You just
Yeah.
just a lot of the color description of the
Yeah.
procession.
Cool.
Fallon obviously was invited to the feast. It's up to you if was she already there, or did she hear the horn fanfare which called her
I think
out?
they came downstairs
Right,
when
okay.
the horn. It again, it's either of them. They came downstairs when they heard the horns. They
Yeah.
have spent most of the day working out
Oh.
and probably tearing phone books in half. They don't really know why.
Phone books
Okay.
are stupid, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They know what they did.
they're useless.
It's the fucking internet.
Yes. Well, the hard part is finding a phone book to tear in half.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the weird part. Like, if you go into the training room later, it's like, where did these come from?
Your car seat.
Maybe. That's quite possible. Because see,
Yeah.
I'm short. Because I'm short.
Oh, I don't get it.
Yeah.
The illusion is broken. We're all sitting down.
Oh, they know.
Uh-huh.
They know.
They know. It's an inside joke with the entire internet. So Queen Aelios steps down onto the courtyard, and she goes straight across the courtyard while everybody's bowing, and she stands in front of the statue of Baron Morgan, and she just kind of inclines her head just a little bit, sort of to pay homage to him, and then she kisses her fingers and then places it on the cheek. And
And he melts out of carbonite. Right?
no,
Sorry.
no,
True love's kiss. That's like how that works.
I was
right?
going to say, that's what Leia did. Right?
Yep, that's how that works.
It's-
That's
No, she also pushed a bunch of buttons.
Whatever. Same deal.
Only find buttons then.
Yeah, exactly.
Solve the problem.
So then she kind
Slight
of
sexual innuendo throughout this entire episode has really made me very happy.
slight.
Because it's actually.
Oh, that was a short joke.
Oh, snap.
Damn.
I don't have the pun dexterity that you and Jason do. I can
alright.
only resort to crass short jokes.
Just
That's
go
fair.
for the crotch shot.
Yeah. Not as crass as my genetics. Shit.
So she puts the kiss on the statue's cheek, and then she sort of turns and spreads her arms and gestures to everyone. She says, "Rise, rise, please. Continue with the party. I would love to feast with all of you." And, where are the stewards of
already
Port
sort of-
Estrella?
Yeah, I was going to say, I gave
Yeah.
you a
Already
nudge
sort of-
first.
Yeah.
Then I realized what I did, and I followed very quickly behind.
And I basically, I curtsy very deeply and I go, "My queen, you honor us."
Maimrie, it's good to see you again.
It's always pleasant to see you, my queen.
How are you?
Mostly nervous and sometimes bored. And I think I'm in love with a chimerical object.
Oh. Well, that's fun. 2 out of 3 for me.
Sorry.
But she didn't say which 2 out of the 3. Fascinating part.
Sweet, quiet Tommy, how are you?
Confused. For very different reasons than Maimrie. But just concerned about the riddle and the prophecy, and would like it to be solved as fast as possible.
Sometimes speed is not the most efficient trait.
Agreed. Fair. But from my lowly position, having the Fey realm without a
grounding.
stabilizing force
Yeah.
worries me because of the history involved.
Yes.
So for that reason, I hope for haste, but will not assume it.
Very wise. She looks up.
They've come
Fallon.
downstairs. They figured they got down there.
Yeah, yeah.
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 Sorry.
Queen comes calling. You show up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is a sense of duty, I'm sure.
Fallon, my proud warrior, how go your studies?
Well, actually, thumbs up.
She doesn't say well, she just goes thumbs up.
Yep. This thing.
Please give Lorenzo my regards.
I will.
There's something new on this statue.
Yes, my queen. I believe I need to introduce you to our new guest, Captain.
Oh yeah, I'm standing right behind it.
Where Charlie would have been standing.
Maybe.
Cut
Not like
paste.
not with. Actually wasn't standing with you. I was standing behind a little bit, more like if you were gonna. I was gonna
Waiting.
Yeah.
move you forward a little bit.
I basically turn around and I go, Captain. Captain Hornsby.
Your Majesty, may we present Reginald Captain von Hornsby.
Isn't it Captain Reginald von Hornsby?
How he became the captain is
Ah,
in question.
all right, all
Do you do
right.
that in chronological order? I don't
No,
even
he's
know.
going Reginald Captain.
Oh,
I want
It's
this
hard
to
to
be.
tell.
I want this to be an in-game conversation.
Oh no, it is. It absolutely must
Yeah.
the
be.
ship
I
totally
Yeah.
thinks
I declare.
that he's the captain.
He also thinks he's the captain
Well, that's convenient then.
of Baronship.
Do you gain? How do you get the title captain? You just own a ship, don't you?
I don't know if he owns it, because technically the Baron should
Oh.
still own it.
It was
but
never
the Baron's
mine.
clearly indisposed.
Yes.
Isn't a captain just the guy that's in charge? He doesn't have to own the
Yeah.
thing, right? I mean,
Well, by that logic, you could be captain.
could explain this to
Absolutely.
you if you'd like.
Please, by all
I,
means.
of course, yield to your authority.
Well, I don't know that it's authority, except that I know how it's supposed to work. The Baron's belongings belong to his inheritors. So, therefore, the ship belongs to the four of you, if it so chooses, of course. And it is to the four of you to name a captain to helm that ship if you so choose.
Okay, I just want you to picture Maimrie's response. Because it's basically sort of like a slight twitch of the eye, and then sort of like a rumbling, and then a, oh no! That's great! Thank you for explaining that!
Very interesting.
Did any of you study the papers Lady Omo sent over last year?
There were papers.
No. Okay.
I don't.
I didn't know there'd be homework for this course.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if there were papers that were sent over, I have a feeling the two of us would have studied them.
Yes. that is
However,
true.
I don't trust Lady Omo farther than she can throw me. So therefore,
It is also possible they're in my room.
I don't know.
Okay. It's fine. I'll be very blunt with you. Nothing bad has happened here in a year. Everyone seems happy. Everyone who lives here seems happy. Well, mostly.
Except for Nick Knox. Continue.
She's very happy. Thank you very much.
She's actually singing a sea chanty with over by the drink table.
Something really nipped her knots.
So, in my view, the four of you are a success.
Thank you.
I actually visibly blush when she says that, and so thank you.
Where's Charlie?
She went on an adventure with.
I believe what Maimrie is trying to say is that Charlie is indisposed on a personal excursion.
She's having sex.
We don't know.
I don't know, but
I
she's
don't
with
want
that
to
dude.
assume.
What was his name again?
Krister.
Krister, yeah.
Out of character, she left through a portal into the ocean. Was
Yes.
that in front of us, or was that a secret exit?
No, you guys kind of saw it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Reggie, Maggie, and Fallon, I think.
Yeah,
were
it was
there.
in the
Okay.
hallway,
Kinda.
like in our the apartment.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys saw, and they kind of like waved goodbye and all that. So
Yep.
yeah. The queen seems to swallow back some sort of reaction when you guys mention Krister's name.
I knew it. There was something.
If that does not please your Majesty, we can confer with Charlie and make sure such personal excursions don't happen again with said party.
I think that would be very important. Especially if someone doesn't like Krister.
I don't like Krister, but that's fine. I don't mind at all. Everything's fine. Charlie has free will, and she can do what she wants.
There's
Yep.
Krister will do what he wants, regardless of whether or not he has free will.
That's true.
what does that mean?
I don't know, but I feel like Fallon felt very seen for a second.
So,
But my queen, I just want
Yes.
to point this out. And I point out to the stanza of the riddle, and I'm like, this seems to kind of align with the captain's arrival.
when the past has come to port.
Apparently, he has been away in the deep dreaming for 100 years and a day or something like that. Something very lyrical. I can't remember. But so that is the past literally coming back. And he knows Tommy, and he knows Krister, and he knew the Baron. So it's definitely some kind of connection, at least I think.
You think he's...
I think he's involved. I'm not going to promote anybody
Or the
to
ship.
anything.
That could be.
So, kingdom come and king come down. That seems pretty obvious.
Well, at least the second part.
When the past has come to port.
I suppose.
Yeah.
there a jewel crown that's been lost or a trinket found?
Well, if you look, there's a new crown on his head.
Well, that would seem to be a crown found.
Oh, I just brought that as a souvenir for my friend.
Actually, look at Maimrie. Do you have the necklace on
No.
still?
It's on the.
It's on. Okay, I didn't know if it was a copy
No.
or.
It was a gift.
Okay, well there was the necklace that you found that's on the ship.
That was an accident. What?
Are there truly accidents in the Fey realm?
Point.
An excellent point. So, you've nearly got it figured out.
I don't have as much confidence in that as you do.
I don't think that figured out is the right phrase.
No? What would you call it?
I think
Aimlessly grasping in the dark.
that. I think we're
Well.
walking into these things, which is convenient, but. I mean,
Well,
I'm not
that's-
going to argue with convenience.
99% of the nature of prophecies. But it makes sense that the answers would come to the Clockwise court.
Why is that?
Well, because that's who is to choose the new ruler.
Well, for those listening, there are confused looks between the three main characters while the unicorn is going.
I'm like, yeah, this makes perfect sense. It's my body language. Like, oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
As much as I love fairies, I wish someone would speak just straight for like a minute.
Well, you four will choose the new sovereign.
Oh, that
Why?
is us. Why?
Because you're the Clockwise court.
And the
No.
thing said that you would do it.
Yes, because now we take orders from a plaque.
What, just, I mean, do you not want to pick the sovereign?
I think it's a lot of response.
Oh, well, I'll do it then. That's fine.
Okay, wait,
Well-
we'll pick it.
I mean, I think there's a lot of assumptions.
When you assume.
I think the main assumption is that we would choose because we don't. I mean, how do we know the Clockwise court is supposed to choose?
How do you know it's us?
Yeah.
Well, isn't that the purpose of the Clockwise court? In times of great need, Clockwise court comes and
But
sort
then
of
how
fixes
Precisely.
How are
What
we the
determines
Clockwise
need?
court?
Well,
all lines seem to lead to this city, and since we're responsible for it, it kind of makes us our thing.
the prophecy chose you. It's here. The prophecy appeared at the base of the Baron statue.
Mm-hmm.
What the Baron owned belongs to the four of you. Therefore, the prophecy has been given to the four of you.
But my queen, how do we even select candidates? How do we even know how to make a wise and informed decision?
I don't think we are worthy.
No, I'm totally worthy. I just want some direction.
Can I ask you something?
Damn it, you're right.
What is your personal opinion of me?
I think you're magnificent.
We don't know
kind,
you.
and a
Not
good
really.
ruler. No, I mean, we do know her. I mean, look at the state of... Look, the way that I've learned it is that the best way to figure out if somebody's doing a good job when they're in charge is to sort of check with the people that they're in charge of, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody out here in Pacifica seems to be doing fairly well as far as I know, especially here. And when we went down to down south, things seem to be running pretty well. So I'm going to say, great job, Queen. Thanks.
I think you've been doing a good job. I do not trust your seneschal at all.
Sorry.
And so I question those that you have sometimes chosen to be around you, but I think you yourself have been doing a good job.
Okay.
No etiquette, zero.
No, that's
etiquette.
fine. That's fine.
I don't like Lady Omo.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, I have a pretty high opinion of myself.
She.
And I chose you. Which means I have a pretty high opinion of you. So if you think you're unworthy as the Clockwise court, then you must think I'm unworthy because I chose you.
My queen, I think we're just scared.
And we see the darkness within ourselves that others don't.
You see a stream of smoke come out of Fallon's ear. Because that goes against the whole, like, she's supposed to be, a knight for the queen. And that, incorrect.
So, Captain Reginald von Hornsby,
My lady.
do you think that as the queen of the entire realm of Pacifica, that I would maintain a peaceful, prosperous realm if I were one to make poor choices?
Could I ask you a blunt question,
I love those.
my lady? Are you asking that the court consider you as the sovereign to be chosen?
No. Although they'd be foolish not to at least consider it.
I agree. I was curious about your personal preference.
My personal preference is that the Clockwise court follow their instincts, follow their beliefs, trust their judgment, as I have, and pick a goddamn ruler.
No pressure or anything.
Yeah. And by the way, Reggie, look, eye contact. Okay. It's Your Majesty, not Milady. I'm Milady. Run this joint. Majesty over there. Got it?
I'm like unexpectedly proud of you right now.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm like weirdly proud of you. Thank you for understanding precedence.
Oh, no. Look, I'm beginning to start taking things somewhat seriously.
You're absolutely right. I apologize, Your Majesty. I made this. I didn't. That's not out loud. That's
You are all glorious, and I'm very proud of you, and I'm very proud of the work that you've done over the year. And I fully anticipate that you will make the right decision. And when you do, I will support that decision.
I think what we would like is maybe a little bit of advice on how to best come to a good decision. I mean,
Right.
who can we choose from? Is it literally anyone in the Fae realm? Is it only she? Is it
This is how we
is
invent
it
fairy communism.
somebody? Is it somebody only from certain castes?
another symbol this commune.
Let me give you the most poignant advice that I can on this matter. Kingdom come and king come down when the past has come to port. Jewel crown lost and trinket found, the fall will rise from Clockwise court.
We need to find those things.
The fall. What's out of character? Explain the fall again. Like there was the fall is like a.
I think it's
the
a
changing of the
poem.
seasons, not like the coming down like the fall of the Roman Empire.
So
Right?
out of character, everything that you've all encountered, both from prophecies in general, the idea of riddles, etc.
Yeah.
All of that leads to the fact that it could be any definition. And
Yeah.
like when Maimrie was like, past has come to port, what if they're talking about wine?
Yeah.
That's entirely valid. And so in those terms, the fall could mean the autumn season. It could mean somebody literally falling. It could mean the fall of the Roman Empire. It's could be the fall of communism. It could be
the fall of the Fae realms and the cutting off
Right.
of
Yeah.
the dream.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it has me worried because the autumn Aren't autumn people something?
The autumn people.
But obviously, it's also
Yeah.
our other show. But
Yes.
Yep.
But yeah,
but
in,
isn't that like a thing? That
in this setting,
Yes.
autumn people are people who are so banal that they actually destroy magic that comes into contact with them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
which is what has me concerned.
Yeah. So that line could be taken in a very ominous way.
And I think that's what has Tommy scared. Like, that's legitimately, like, I straight up don't want this responsibility. I don't think I'm worthy of it. I don't think, and he's just making that abundantly clear through nonverbal cues.
Especially if, and this would be absolutely spoken, especially if we've been given the responsibility of choosing the next king or queen when it explicitly says that the fall is coming from us, which means it could directly be our decision.
If I may suggest, perhaps the fall indicates the end of the line of sovereigns and the beginning of a court, per se.
That did cross my mind.
I think we discussed that initially, right? What if those were some of the options? I thought we
yeah.
did.
There are
some point.
plenty of kinds of governmental systems that are not monarchy, and
The four of you in charge perhaps
Whoa.
might.
Nope.
Well,
Easy now, Pilgrim.
let me. It might balance.
Ilios is super amused by that idea.
It may balance your misgivings and questions, and you would be able to counsel each other to the point that you become more familiar and comfortable with the processes involved. On a ship, one person should be in charge. For a town, it doesn't have to be that way.
or we
Yeah, it's
call
usually
that
just
Plan
Tommy.
B. It's not just
Well,
Tommy.
let's look at what we absolutely haven't really. There's a jeweled crown and trinkets of some sort that will lead us to where we need to go. Maybe we need to search for this crown.
I'm gonna point to the
I mean,
statue.
it's just a tiara.
That's
Oh, okay, sorry.
yeah.
Or the ship.
The clown jewel. God damn it!
Yeah, you just got that.
No, I got it. I'm just mad.
You didn't want to get it, but it was
No.
delivered to you.
I got it. It made me it makes me chuckle when I hear it. I'm just mad about it.
Because it's so good.
It's like just gonna casually walk over and flip a feast table and come back. It's fine.
It's fine.
This
It's fine.
is
Yes.
fine. Ask me if I'm okay.
No. I'm going the other direction. You're flipping tables. I don't want to be around.
You've
Well-
given us a lot to think about, Your Majesty, but my concern is that prophecies are in the eye of the beholder, frequently.
Yes.
And, as Nostradamus taught us, anything you say can be applied to anything.
Mm-hmm.
This is something I think that the four of us will have to think about. But if you have further input,
Guys,
I mean,
we're Fae. This
I was
isn't a
gonna
situation
make
where
this
there's going to be
argument.
debates and a vote and a very systematic way of producing an end result. We're Fae. We are an embodiment of chaos. It'll figure itself out eventually.
Okay, hear
but
me
we're
out.
going to be part of it.
hear me out. We get a sword and we stick it in a rock.
It's been done.
Yeah, well,
We get a shoe.
watery tarts,
Ooh.
it's
And
tried
throwing
and
weaponry
true.
at people.
I'm not going to say it's cliche. I'm going to say it's tried and true.
We find a lady in a lake.
Some moistened pink. Well, it's a scimitar at me. But I'm thinking, you like to approach everything logically and through because you're a cop. That's what you do. But I don't think
officer.
you're a member of the constabulary. You're a police officer, and that's the way you do it. And I appreciate that, Tommy. And really, it's a good way of solving a lot of problems. But I'm thinking that maybe we're sort of overanalyzing this a little bit.
So how do we not overanalyze this?
We go with the flow, man.
You
do
don't
it smooth and easy.
You don't remember what it was like before. You don't remember the wars that were happening and the fighting and the people getting hurt and the Fae dying.
I'm not
Wars.
saying that we do
Constant
nothing.
war.
I'm not saying that we do nothing. I'm just saying that we keep our eyes out and we trust in the prophecy and we make the best choices that we can at the moment.
So your plan is to do nothing.
My plan is to continue doing exactly what we're doing.
Which is nothing.
Look, we've already solved half the gosh darn plaque. What do you mean?
Or so we think. Because we are dealing with a limited amount of information.
You're looking at this thing the wrong way. You're saying it's open to interpretation. It could be anything. What I'm saying, that could be whatever we say.
Which
Well-
is exactly what I said.
Whatever
Tommy.
you say.
Prophecies are in the eye of the beholder. The
They
prophecy has chosen the four of you to be those eyes. Maimrie is entirely right. It is exactly what you say. Whether or not you're right or wrong,
And
that's...
for what it's worth, as far as I can tell, the four of you are already in charge.
Of a small coastal area.
I wish you'd stop implying that.
Until you express further. Extend your reach. Make a ruling.
No.
That was a ruling. That counts.
There you go.
Is
Thank
there
you.
a repository of Fey knowledge?
Facebook.
I mean, like,
A library.
of
Yeah.
Congress for Faye.
that, actually.
A library.
Yes, there is. Yeah.
Awesome. How does one search that?
Well,
It's a 4-inch thick tome. It's called Changeling.
Yeah, it's about 500 pages.
right, yeah, it's a giant fucking book. Yes, there is a repository of Fey knowledge. It is in the middle of Lake Ontario,
Cool.
on an island that can only be seen in the dreaming.
Even better.
And
That's pretty cool. Is that true?
yes,
Or are you just making it up?
yeah.
What's
Okay,
the
cool.
difference?
I have a thought. I have a plan. I think I know what I want to do, and we can also execute Maimrie's plan while we do this. So
Do not say
I'm
the words execute and Maimrie in the same sentence.
actually hold on. There's no way to access that library not having to leave the house, right?
Probably not.
I assumed so.
We could sail there pretty
I know
easily.
somebody who can give us a ride.
Very
Also
quickly on
what I assumed.
should only take a very short time.
So here's my thought. We go to the library, we look at other prophecies that have been fulfilled and see how they did it. And if it seems like a bunch of random bullshit, we accept that this is random bullshit. And if it's not,
That's a tough lead.
then we figure it out.
I don't think we're squirming out of this, guys. Is basically what I'm saying.
But
It's
we
either
can
gonna
try.
Yes, we can try our damnedest, but if this decision is going to be made, odds are we're going to have to make it.
Looking for patterns in Fey logic, I admire your endless optimism. Truly.
It is the essence of my being.
It fills my being with light.
I'm sure it does, as well as literally everything else.
Yeah, I'd keep my logic fuzzy, but I'd prefer to have it shaved.
Everything has to work on everything works on its own rules, regardless of whether or not those rules make sense to everyone.
Absolutely. The only difference with us is that we make the rules. And I make the ruling, I'm getting drunk. Enjoy the party, everyone.
Here.
Please
Oh.
enjoy our hospitality, and thank you
Yeah.
once again for coming.
And she and the rest of her retinue, including the bears.
Bears.
I should hope so.
Start,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
They
they
can-
start partying, drinking. Yeah,
Bears are fun.
yeah. So, what do each of you do? What are you guys doing?
Is there canned
with
beer
this?
at this party?
There is now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
If you like canned
Puppers.
beer, Maggie has. Right.
Fallon,
You want some peppers?
Get this girl
Straight up.
fucking puppers.
Fallon straight up shotguns a beer. I don't think you've ever seen that happen.
Yeah. No.
But like pokes her finger in it and
Yeah,
pops the top.
it's just like
Yeah,
horn.
yeah, horn. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is what college was like for them too. But
Yeah.
like that's beside the point.
Yeah.
Is Charlie's puppy still here?
No. No. Guppy left with.
Okay,
With
I just
Charlie.
wanted to make sure that Guppy was taken care of.
Guppy
Yeah.
likes to watch. It's sort of creepy.
They're on an adventure.
Have you guys ever wondered? They all seem to like. All the pets that I've ever had seem to like.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hunty likes to watch.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
In that voice.
I'm so upset.
What's wrong with my voice?
I feel warm and tingly.
Thank you. You look really sexy.
I'm out. I'll see you next week.
You've creeped out, Clara. Oh, my God.
I'm actually much more easily creeped out than you'd expect.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm upset that I put that on the internet. Sorry. I have
Send your challenges to.
It's not a challenge.
So yeah.
Oh my God.
So the party continues. Is there? Yeah.
What I'm actually going to do is the Fae from the Land of 10,000 Dreams from last time. I'm actually going to bring her over and introduce her to the Queen
Oh, okay.
and make friendly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, what were you doing in Japan?
I had to save a kid.
Cool.
Yeah.
This makes perfect
I
sense.
said,
Yeah.
I want the knife.
Ikome, she,
That's right, I didn't-
yeah,
my
she's very honored to be introduced to the Queen, and they speak very politely, there you also see a quiet but very meaningful look between Lady Omo and Ikome.
Oh!
Where they just kind of like acknowledge each other. And,
Once you go around the table, I'm going to pump that for information.
yeah, okay, all right.
Poor choice of words. I would like to know about the previous existing relationship between Ikome and Lady Ono.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
keep pumping.
No.
Keep pumping.
Nope.
Keep pumping.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm going to get a Shasta.
Yes.
Is there a second one?
All right. All right. What's Reggie doing?
Well, I think it's story time, right?
Okay.
We're in the middle of a big party, right?
Yes.
That is what you do
Yeah.
at parties.
So what I want to do is animate a statue with the awaken ability.
Oh, okay.
Not that it would bring the Baron back, but just to make him move
Yeah.
and tell the story with him,
Okay.
and then put him back when we're done.
Okay. Awaken is.
Clara's into it. Fallon thinks this is horrifying.
Oh, it's spring. That's right.
Can you do that?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it even implies somebody could be revived from something like this, but I imagine the magic that froze him is more potent than
It
that.
occurs to me
Yes.
the
Yeah.
problem.
You. Oh, sorry. Go
Oh,
ahead.
I was just thinking it occurs to me the problem with True Love's Kiss as a joke, even as a joke solution to Fae problems, is like, what's love when you live forever?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
What does love have to do with it?
I hate you.
What was that line from Babylon 5? Death is the only thing that allows us to believe the lie that love can last forever.
Oh,
Oof,
yeah.
that's disappointing.
Yeah, what a great show.
Oof. Oof.
Okay.
That made me sad.
It made me sad, but it's great for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can actually. So this would actually be a prop 2.
Okay.
If all you want to do is just have it move along with you.
Um,
No. If you really want to awaken it, that's going to be prop 5.
oh, I don't. I only
Yeah.
have 2.
Yeah. So, and by the way, so you, if you need to use a realm that you don't have, you can spend a point of glamour for each point that you're missing.
Oh, okay. I
I'm
didn't
one
realize
point away
that.
from waking up the Baron.
Well,
Sorry.
well, it would be prop 5 to awaken him momentarily,
Right.
But it would be, but in order to awaken him fully, you're going to need prop 5, time 5,
Yeah.
and the Fey realm of 5.
No,
that
Or
wasn't the
Fey
point.
art-
What I was-
or- yeah, and Fey 5.
What I was picturing was I'm telling a story about a thing that the Baron and I did one time, and just in the passion of telling the story,
Yeah.
I have accidentally used spring magic.
Yes, yeah.
So that he's sort of like, and then I punched him. And
Right,
then,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the-
He just kind of physically moves and animates to act it out. So
Yeah.
which that is totally fine, and it doesn't. There's no sentience to it. It's just like moving any other statue
Yeah.
in that sense. Yeah.
Okay.
I always assumed you were bald.
It is
got-
weird seeing
he's
you
got
without
hair
a
under
hat
there.
on.
Yeah, like wait.
A
what?
stranger, by
Whoa,
the way,
what?
if you're just listening, a stranger just came in and sat down at the table.
Where Rob was sitting.
Yeah.
With fantastic
But-
hair.
Yeah, with weirdly fantastic
Yeah.
I've known you for like 2 years, and I've never seen you without a hat until this
I
moment.
said the same thing the first time I saw him take his hat off. Like, oh, I assumed you had a bald spot or
yeah,
something. Like,
yeah.
Listeners, if you're listening, maybe tune in to this very moment to
just
see
a
a real
lush head of
unicorn.
hair. Yeah.
Occasionally, I like to take off my hat. It
And we
has
don't blame
happened.
you. We're just reveling in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just appreciating.
Why
Sexy.
do you hide that?
I like hats.
That's A-okay.
Yes. We don't kink shame.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah, so you're telling a story. So,
Likes it with the hat on.
yeah. So why don't you give me charisma plus expression or performance?
Who, me?
Yes, you. Yeah.
Oh.
Jason, would you like to roleplay?
And then, yeah. So give me charisma plus perception or plus expression or performance.
Yeah. So I'll use expression. Yeah, all right. These are all organized.
Yeah, no, I just like making patterns.
Okay.
Do.
2 successes, I guess. What's the hit?
you don't have
Yeah,
specialty?
actually, just the one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or, yeah, unless you have a or well,
If you have a
no.
specialty,
This
then
yes,
count it
the
too.
7 would. Yeah.
Okay,
But-
so 2.
Yeah. So 2 successes. Okay. So now.
Put him back.
Don't worry about it.
I am. I was already doing it, Robert.
Shut your mouth. Jason. Shut your whore mouth.
Dude, I just want you to fight and kiss so bad.
That's what we do.
Wait, in real life or in
Yes,
character?
in or out of game.
Both.
Yeah.
So, whatever you got.
Whatever.
I'll take it.
That was last game.
Right. Okay. So now, so give me. So let's do the magic. So you'll need to spend a point of glamour and roll spring plus prop.
Okay, good. Should have more dice in that. I figured green for rolling spring.
And
makes
this
sense.
will be this because of your bunk of the story. You're gonna get -1 difficulty, so 7 is your
7.
target.
Okay. Oh, I see. It's 8 normally.
Yes,
2.
2. Okay, all right. So
No ones.
yeah, so it's a little clunky. It's not it's not your finest performance. It's not
Sure.
your finest storytelling ever. I think maybe because when you accidentally bring the statue to life, there's a moment where it just feels a little too real.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, maybe this was not a good idea, and kind of
Yeah.
throws off your story a little bit. But mostly it's met with joy, and for a lot of people, it's the closest they've gotten to seeing Baron Morgan alive in a while.
I think I do a pretty good Baron impression, too, like of his voice.
Yeah, yeah. Yes. What is
Bliss.
Maimrie doing?
Clean
We are
enough.
now.
If you believe.
They're up there.
I'm Hardy.
I'm actually gonna. I'm not gonna stay there, but I'm gonna go over to the ship real quick.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go up to the masthead. And give it another kiss on the other side of the cheek so it matches.
Oh,
I missed you. How are you?
I missed you too.
What did Tommy do to you?
What did Tommy do to me?
Yeah.
He scraped me
Where?
on my side, on my
Are you
flank,
okay?
my hindquarters.
Mm.
I'm fine.
Do we need somebody to do something? Like,
Maybe a little pitch later, but
okay.
it's he did
Tommy's nice. He means
careless, right? Just careless.
well. I just
Fucking boat in the motherfucking way. Coming out of the motherfucking trod.
I just got to tell you that, right behind you is the exit to the trod.
Oh.
So people, sometimes will come out of it, and if they don't see you in time, it might be problematic. So maybe for your own comfort and safety, you might want to move over there, just to be sure.
Oh, we could do that.
Oh, I would appreciate it so
And
much.
the ship
Thank
just
you.
lifts up
Fucking
and
sad.
flies up.
Just join us at the party.
Oh, that'd be great.
Everybody's having a party, and I'm so sad that you can't be there.
Oh, I usually get plenty of parties on me.
Okay. Well, maybe the next one we can have over here, right?
Tell the captain.
I will.
Let's have a party here.
You know what I found out?
What?
I found out that these buttholes think that you can be owned by somebody.
Psh, that's ridiculous.
I know. They said that you belong to the Baron, and then I inherited the Baron's stuff.
But that would mean you own me.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to own you. I want to be your best friend.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't think it's fair, right? That you be owned?
I'm sort of a thing. It's not that big of a deal.
And I just give her a big hug. You're much more than just the thing. And it's a big deal to me.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Magical friends flying together. Yeah.
And I go, do you...
And the monkeys pop up and go, do, do, do.
You guys are fabulous.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I giggle at them. And I go, do you know anything about a jeweled crown? Did you see anything in your deep dreaming adventures that might be like that? I basically read her. I read her off the entire. Well, we're trying to figure out the last part here.
Why don't you give me a? Let's go with intelligence. Actually,
Sounds good.
Uh-oh.
intelligence plus Grimaire.
All right. Here's intelligence of 3. I'm above average.
How many are you rolling?
I'm rolling 4 dice.
Okay. I think we should do a better job of saying that out loud.
Oh yeah,
No, 0 successes because of that one.
Ah,
I'm rolling
okay.
a lot of ones.
yeah.
Dude.
The ship has a lot of. It doesn't really have a firm concept of what that means. There are so many things that that it could be. The ship doesn't really. Yeah.
I totally understand. It's totally okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the ship's been a person for like a day.
Right. Yeah. 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 It's
Maybe a shortened perspective.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got old bones, though.
Yeah, it's an old soul.
That's right.
Yeah. It didn't know that it could talk until until
asked it
yesterday. Yeah. Yeah. So
It never occurred to it.
right. Yeah. Just never. Oh. Somebody's talking to me and wants me to answer back. That's weird. I guess I can do that. But, yeah. Yeah. Right. Fallon's drinking.
Yeah, and now that they've got an idea, they're gonna probably start doing that until someone directs that energy into a different direction.
Shotgunning beers.
Oh,
or
no,
the other idea.
Both, actually.
Oh, okay.
Although, there's no one here that would know anything about the Ontario Library.
Nipnops.
God damn it. It's always Nipnops.
What is it you're doing while shotgunning beers?
Thinking.
Oh,
Those things go hand in hand.
Yeah.
There's a lot that Fallon's dealing with, and they don't know how to handle that yet. So they're going to do the things that make sense.
What's the thing you don't know how to deal with?
At the last party, Fallon and Charlie kissed, and it was
Right.
it started as Charlie being Charlie, and I think Fallon's trying to is like, I don't know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
They were given information they don't know how to deal with.
Yeah.
And then Charlie fucked off. So
Literally.
literally, or implied literally.
Yeah.
So like all of that, like, oh, we should have a talk about it or figure out what that Fallon would want to do.
Mm-hmm.
oh,
So
that's tough.
they've definitely like been wearing like that is why they've been working out all day
Yeah.
and like if you cared if anyone had noticed I didn't say it, that's why they're wearing a Monterey Aquarium sweatshirt and like sweatpants, which is famous for their sea lions.
Nice.
And their
Yeah.
seals.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's also why Krister made it onto the shit list. Although I don't know if Fallon could tell you that's why. They just know they're upset.
Fair.
I think I'm mostly fascinated that sweatpants exist.
That
Well, they're just basically pantaloons.
yeah,
The
Yeah.
material of it is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
But now I want to go
Shit
to.
is made for comfort.
Yeah.
But now, fuck Nipnops.
You do
You're not
notice that Nipnops is in a much more lively mood
Yeah.
and not as scowly as usual.
That is
Yeah.
not why we don't like each other, but sure.
No. I, Tommy, am aware.
Yes.
And I, Tommy, have to constantly interpret what each of you mean to the other. So Tommy is fully understanding, however, Tommy is not next to you to help you with that.
Oh, I'm aware. Although I think Fallon's probably like, "What the fuck did you do to Nipnops?" Or
Yeah.
is he doing a Nipnops?
She's just happy. I know you haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah. And,
Technically, we went to college together.
In a long time.
That's true.
yeah. Nipnops is actually you see her explaining like she's basically showing the inside of a cell phone to this young man that well, we the audience know it's Rajani, but a young man you haven't met yet. Darker complexion, thick black curly hair, pointy ears, big brown eyes, and he's wearing sort of like the loose pirate gear, and just like vest with no shirt because
Because baby Aladdin.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, very Aladdin-like, and.
Instead of 40 thieves, there's 40 abs.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
I also realized on the drive here, I'm just playing Adam's character, traditional character,
Yeah.
like weirdly hot and terribly awkward.
Yes. Yeah. I know. I love it.
Ugh.
It makes me really happy.
This is Adam by way of Clara.
Yeah. Have you paid the licensing fees? Like, have you?
I assumed if it's a collaboration, I can use
Oh,
the
I
character
see.
without like having
Yeah.
to pay royalties.
And
Yeah,
it's
that
open
makes
source Creative Commons with
I
these
see.
apps.
I see. Yeah.
It's the SRD.
Open source ads.
Yeah. Open source
That's
apps.
a T-shirt we need to make for you.
Yes.
It's the ARD.
Oh my God! Please.
Abs resource document.
Yes.
I appreciate this.
I want abs when I get older.
I know.
I know,
One
right?
day.
When I
one
grow
day.
up.
Yeah.
They're in there.
There's one right now.
It's technically a
What?
keg.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. It's PBT ab.
Yeah.
Powered by the
Did you
ad.
start? Did you start? Okay.
Yes.
I snort a lot. With
Fair. All right.
Um,
So is Fallon going to go talk to Nick?
I was gonna say
Yeah.
for you, it's a Monterey Bay Aquarium sweatshirt,
Yes.
but no like shirt underneath, just the sports
Right.
bra and then the sweatpants.
Nice.
It would be very like in style if it wasn't like Fallon.
Yeah. Right.
That's like a normal thing.
I love it. Yeah. So are you going to talk to Nipnops or are you?
Yeah, because they're showing
Yeah.
Nipnops is showing Rajani the least interesting part about a cell phone because it looks like that thing runs on Raspberry Pi.
There's no pie in it. I don't see a pie.
N-
And Nipnops just kind of like looks at you and shares a like, so adorable.
Right.
Like,
That is actually kind of silly. Okay. And, like, Fallon's going to explain... well, the point is that coding is its own kind of magic. Clara's new show. No. Coding is its own kind of magic because you say what you want to do and it does things sort of like the way we do things now, but people can do it. And that's what's so cool about that. It's magic that mundane people have made.
yeah, right? It's just fascinating. The things that they can do, Nipnops is saying. And she's like interacting with you and agreeing with you, and there's just this momentary feeling like all of the 10 years
Yeah.
of bullshit is just like dropped for a second.
There is a reason we worked together for a very long,
Yeah.
for a decent amount of time. Also, I hate you, Tommy. Also, fuck Tommy.
right,
I mean,
but Tommy.
Yeah.
I'd think about it.
I win.
Right. He's kind of hot in that emo way. Goth, sorry.
Sluagh.
He's kind of hot in that I've never fucked him way.
Thanks, Reggie. There's Reggie.
I want that on a shirt.
You're kind of hot in that. I've never fucked you way.
Yeah.
God. Dear internet, my friends are better than anyone else's.
But yes, we're having an
Hashtag fact.
episode
Yes.
of Fallon and Nipnops coding his magic.
Yeah, and for a second you see that magic between the two of them that that had caused them to become so close and work so well, and also eventually was the source of tearing them apart in a lot of ways, probably.
Oh, shut up. In game, I think Fallon's gonna look at stupid ass Tommy. He's making a stupid ass face.
Tommy is,
I'm just happy.
Wait, are you working together on something now at the party? I think
No,
I
we're
missed this
explaining to
step.
Rajani how it works,
Technology
Okay.
works.
how technology works, and again,
They should take a thread
it's
explaining how something works.
fascinating.
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Actually, to be fair, when you asked about it before,
be
I
fair.
actually have I have Bumpkin as one of my legacies, and
Oh yeah. It's-
anytime Fallon can be logical or say that their way is the best way to do something,
yes.
I get willpower, but I'm a
Ooh.
troll, so I also have willpower coming out of my ass anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I don't
yes.
use it for anything, but you know.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, you can take a point of willpower from that. I
forget
will.
what my-
I
And
accept
we
I
that.
don't need it.
We can't
Yeah,
go
but-
past
Past
our-
what your permanent willpower is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get
So-
it.
fine.
Fallon's
I'm full,
full.
so
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
full.
whatevs.
So
guess
yeah,
I am too.
I haven't been making you guys spend a lot of willpower, but
Nope.
yeah,
Well, we haven't been trying either.
right.
think
That's
the-
true.
I was gonna say, I think one of the times they were confronted, I don't know if it. Actually, here's a question for Changeling.
Yeah.
Does sexual appeal apply to non-sexual characters?
It can, depending on the nature of that asexuality.
I was gonna say,
guess.
it'll be a question for when
Yeah.
Charlie gets back. Because I'm curious about that now, and I haven't decided how that works yet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because I think in of the people that Charlie's meeting, Fallon may be the only person who isn't attracted to them that way.
Yes.
So
yeah.
that'll be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. That could be a lot of fun.
Future game.
The more you know.
And the monkeys pop out behind the statue and go doo 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 doo.
Fuck.
No, that's a thing now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've accepted this. First of all, Fallon is drunk and explaining coding. This is the greatest thing that's ever happened to them.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Okay, so are you going to ask about the library?
I guess.
You know you want to.
I know I really do.
You know you want to.
Alright, so, we've had this, great moment, and what shit, not, and, so Fallon is going to turn into bounce, and, so, can I feel Tommy looking at me? I assume I can.
I'm going to say yes. I'm just going to give that one to you because...
The shit-eating grin is not as apparent on Tommy
I
as
was
it is
gonna say.
on Rob.
Okay,
It's a shitting gun for Sluagh.
Yeah.
we're going to do an opposed roll.
That's fine.
Perception plus empathy for Fallon, difficulty 7 because
Jesus
you've been
Christ.
drinking. And manipulation plus subterfuge for Tommy.
Ooh, that's not great.
It's okay, because I have no empathy.
I'm not surprised.
I know this is neither of your wheelhouses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can roll 2. What can you roll?
I have 3.
Okay, go. I'll let you go first.
She has 3 with a higher difficulty, and you have 2 with a
I
lower.
also got a 1, because I
What-
roll shit in this
What are
game.
you two trying to notice about each other?
The
something-
shitting grin.
I got 1 6.
And I actually failed that roll.
She actually botched it.
I actually botched it.
Wait.
Have I had a successful roll in this game at all?
I need
is
to
not
know
my
what's happening first.
So do we.
Because I might need to roll something.
I just really wanted to make them roll for something that really didn't need a roll, but I kind
okay.
of wanted it to happen anyway.
Long and short is Tommy has been trying to convince both Fallon and Nipnops to drop the drama between the two of them
Uh-huh.
because they work better together.
It's not drama.
And it's been a war for like a decade.
Yeah,
At least.
And
So yeah.
Yeah.
Fallon and Nipnops were college roommates, I believe, or some,
Yeah.
or buddies.
Buddies, roommates, who knows?
Fallon's the software, Nipnops is hardware.
Sure.
They were brilliant together, and then something happened, and they hate each other now.
But with these two, with
I see her
yeah.
talking to Nipnops again,
Right.
and being excited and working together. I am happy about that.
I see. Okay.
But
he has subtlety.
yeah. The role was to see if she noticed the shit-eating satisfaction of Tommy, which she does not.
Yeah, clearly.
Barely.
Okay.
Not because you're so great at hiding it, but because they're so bad at perceiving it.
I
Accurate.
succeeded.
Yeah.
They did not.
Yes.
Very
You
accurate.
succeeded with one success.
It doesn't matter.
Barely.
It's
cannot-
success.
1 to 0 is
That's right.
One to-
Yes,
yes.
still a 1.
Yeah.
I
This is a
cannot
soccer game.
roll in this game. Like
Yeah.
it is depressing actually.
Yeah. It's been pretty bad.
It's
actually.
weird, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I stabbed his ship,
Yeah.
and now look at me.
Right?
Anyway, but yeah, no, they're okay. Like it's like pulling teeth, but it also like I'm a little, it's like Fallon's a little dropped. Like,
Yeah.
so do you know about the library in Ontario?
Yeah.
Okay, so hear me out. I actually am shit at some of the coding that I was trying to figure out for my scan, my original search. And it turns out some of this shit is harder to figure out with fairies.
She clutches
shit.
her chest like she's having a heart attack. Her body stiffens and she literally falls back flat on her back. Like she just died. Like she literally just died.
Is that drama or are you being serious?
And she's sort of like laying there and what's the
Rictus.
Rigor mortis.
Yeah.
Oh, Rictus.
Yeah, like she's just died and then like one eye pops open and she's like, "Did you just admit you weren't perfect?"
I'm not perfect. Sometimes I fuck up my sensing.
And she like pretends to have a heart attack.
All right, I will actually kick you. In fact, like Fallon nudges her with her toe. Like,
And she just kind of like springs back up and she says, "I'm sorry, it's just been a very long time since I've heard any expression like that from you."
I can go.
Sorry, it's just a very long-term habit to be pissed off at you. Did you have a question that you wanted to ask me?
The feeling's mutual, but this is more important than whatever your bullshit. So
This is more important than everything you did wrong. And nothing that I did wrong.
I'm so good. What's that? I'm sorry you were upset by my actions.
Yeah.
sorry, you were offended.
I'm
Right,
sorry
yeah,
you
sorry.
misunderstood the situation.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I
that's-
said that once in a bar,
Oh,
and
Did you die?
I did not get punched, and everyone was
Oh.
amazed.
people love
It
that.
diffused it.
I'm sorry you were offended by my actions.
That's right.
I'm sorry you think you deserve an apology.
That,
Yes.
God.
Oh, that's tough.
good
yeah.
I have zero empathy.
So do I.
Yeah. Maimrie should be proud of me right now.
I actually have 3 empathy. How'd that happen?
Yeah, I have some too.
You're good at reading
But
people.
yes.
Yeah, it's fair.
This is it is more important than whatever you did. So I think we need to get to the library and do a little research because I'd rather not have to make decisions blindly, and apparently that's what we're doing now.
You're making decisions for the town.
For like fairy.
Like all of it.
A lot of it. I actually have no idea the scope of this question anymore.
And that was in character!
Yeah. And that totally is in character.
What do you need to do research on?
Okay, so there's a prophecy over on the Baron, and as you know, and
I'm aware.
I'm just gonna explain it. I'm gonna bring it down to your level so you can understand. It is a habit.
Going so well.
I know. I need you to give me a charisma plus charisma plus etiquette to not screw this. To not screw
That's
yourself
it.
up. Yeah.
That's 2 dice.
Yeah.
Hang on.
No.
Is anything about this conversation something that they're passionate about?
I mean, yeah, we're very passionate about hating each other, I assume.
Yeah, they're both pretty passionate about this.
I think there's a lot of feelings there, but they're not. And there's a lot of feelings there, but who knows what that is?
I'll let you Deus Ex Machina if you gotta.
I just
Nah.
want to throw more grandeur around.
I love this. I was gonna say I don't want to make this easy, but also again, Tommy cleaned up my mess last time.
Yeah.
That was a 1 success.
Whoa!
Yay!
Out of 2
Hey,
dice.
Out of
Two
2 dice.
On a 6+, that's average.
Yeah.
Shush.
You
That-
he has not been
botched.
rolling average.
That's I'm just amazed that you didn't botch this.
I know. I'm really
Thrilled that it's
upset.
an average roll.
Yeah.
Passable.
Luckily, she's a little tipsy as well, and so she's letting a lot of this fly.
Yeah.
She's ignoring a lot of the under the breath comments.
I was gonna say again. I feel like being mad at each other is just a thing that's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point is, it probably makes more sense to cross-reference prophecy and see if there's any rhyme or reason to how these things come about. And you're the only one around who knows anything about the library. I swear if you fall down again, I will kick you.
I need to milk this moment for all it's worth. I just want to, be clear that you, Fallon, recognize that I, Nipnops, have information, knowledge, expertise, and mastery in a subject that you require my knowledge for.
Yeah, this is too hard. Where's Tommy?
No, I just need to I just need to feel this. I just need this glow to wash over me as
As usual, I am astounded by your humility. Hey, I used sarcasm.
Correctly.
I know.
I'm beaming. This is you know what? I'm going to tell you everything I know. And in fact, I will go with you.
You don't need to go that far. You really don't.
Oh no, I have gremlins that can help. Make it faster. Yeah.
What?
I know exactly where it is. I've been there. I know how to find it. I have the coordinates.
I know.
Magically and non-magically. I will take you there. We will go there.
Stay right there for 1 minute.
Hey, Captain Hornsby.
That's me.
Fallon's gonna walk directly to Tommy and explain what happened, followed by, how do we not get her to come?
I think it's best if she comes and helps you.
I feel like you're not hearing the question.
I heard the question. I feel like you two work better together. And this is for all of the Fey realm.
Hate that.
All of it.
Hate that. You could see the oath, the troll oath thing.
Oh yeah, no, I'm milking that as much as I can, but in a very subtle, very nice, very Tommy way.
You ever see a 7-foot troll make the flaily punchy thing? That.
It just goes right over my head.
Yeah, it doesn't get anywhere near you.
Yeah. By the way, I'm very proud of you. You're doing a good job. You can overcome this.
I'm gonna stalk back over to the knobs.
Captain, we need to take a trip.
Fantastic. Where are we going?
We're going to Lake Ontario.
That sounds very
Make
dangerous.
it sound so much more exciting than it is.
Lake Ontario. It's terrifying. It's terrifying. It's April. It could still be snowing.
Are there sea monsters?
Oh yes. Great, grandiose sea monsters that can rip a flying ship right out of the sky.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Giant poutines over there.
Giant poutines.
Here for giant poutine, actually.
Poutine! That's the sound the Jawas make.
Poutini!
Don't think that's it.
And you all...
I don't think that. So good.
There it is.
You all hear Nip-Nops shout over the din of the party, "We're going on a trip!"
I think it's been decided.
I hate this.
So, shall I prepare the ship?
Charlie gonna know where we went?
We can leave a note. Well, or I can stay. We can stay. I don't know. Maimrie, do you want to go?
Well, I'm not here. I'm still with the ship.
Oh, you're still with the ship. Okay. Well, I
Maggie
actually
will
I'm
be
not
here
there.
too.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, that's more of a, like, how do we make this not happen with Nip-Nops?
Oh, no. I encourage it because you two together are magical.
That is not your decision to make.
No, it's my observation. And I do get paid to observe things. It is actually literally my job to observe things.
I know.
From over there, it looked like you were going to fight Tommy. Are we fighting Tommy? Tommy, are we fighting her?
It's exercise. It's like she's just getting
too
out
bad.
all of her aggression.
All right.
Just no fighting.
She cock her arms.
Yeah.
Roll your sleeves up.
Oh my god.
That's right.
Superman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look at Nip-Nops and give her a thumbs up.
Yeah. Maimrie, back on the ship, you hear some cheering from the party, and all of a sudden, Rajani just kind of appears on the deck, and as well as a couple of other sailors, and they start
Shucking and jiving.
shucking and jiving, doing the
bringing the mask up. And,
doing sailory stuff.
Westmoreland should be there.
Yes,
as well.
Westmoreland. Yeah. So there's just a few who can just kind of poof, and they're there, and they start doing their semen thing, and getting all semen all over the
Semen all over the ship.
semen all over the ship.
There
Can
it is.
Westmoreland be played by Paul Giamatti?
Oh, I think that's a perfect idea. Yes. Yeah. And tip the stunsail and hoist the mainsail.
Yeah.
Ropes and plankses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here for you trying to come up with ship terms.
Bang down the
continue.
thing. Go to the mizzen part.
Right.
That was a bunch of ship.
Yeah.
You shipped all over that.
That's bullshit.
This is a shippy game.
Right. I'm full of ship.
I ship it.
Thanks. So who's going on the trip?
I go, hey, ship,
I mean, like,
you
Whoa,
want to have a little fun?
I do.
Let's fly over the party.
It sounds like we're going on a trip.
Yeah. Let's go pick them up.
And the ship lifts out of the water. For a second, the sailors on the ship are like, "What the? Oh, okay." And they realize like nobody's at the steering wheel.
Are you just on the prow like the Titanic?
Yeah.
Like, aha! Yeah.
I'm basically sitting on top of the masthead like it's a horse.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm wrapped around it.
Yeah.
So the ship lifts up and it flies up to the edge of the courtyard, and the gangplanks come out.
I'm on top of right in front of the masthead going, "It is I, the dread pirate Maimrie.
that's not.
I have heard that there is a call for adventure. Right, ship?
Yarg me matey!
Yeah!
I can't wait! Hooray! Avast and ahoy!
Have you seen Charlie in the Candy Mountain? Like that
Yeah.
flash unicorn thing?
Charlie!
That's what it sounds like.
That's
exactly
what I thought of
what it
last
sounds like.
I want to say
You
it
haven't
loudly.
seen that?
No, I have no
Okay,
idea what
well,
that.
I will send you a link later.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
need to educate you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Educated you on early 2000s memery.
Come
Yeah.
to Candy Mountain.
Candy
Yeah.
Mountain, Charlie.
Amazing.
No clue.
I don't know what this is.
I
either.
know.
God.
I will send you a link as well.
All right.
Monkey. And one of the bears goes, bear.
This is normal.
This is fantastic.
That is
We
my
found
favorite.
your base.
Bear. Monkey, bear. Monkey, bear.
That's
Monkey,
Stu's
monkey,
next intro
bear.
song.
Mushroom.
Mushroom. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Off the rails.
Were
And
there
it's now
rails?
fucking flying through the air.
Yeah, this is no longer
This
on a
is
rail.
exactly where I had hoped this story would go. We're boarding a flying pirate ship that came out of the past and on our way to Lake Ontario to go to visit a fairy library. I don't see what about this is wrong to you,
I'm
Rob.
here for the library.
Wait. We're going to Canada?
For a library. It's going to be an educational adventure,
We're
Maimrie.
going to Lake
Yeah, that's making it much better.
Ontario.
Dude, Ontario,
Danger and adventure awaits.
there's no
In
danger
Canada.
there. There's just public health care.
I've been told there are sea monsters and storms.
In Canada.
What? No, there's no such
Actually-
storms. Yeah.
There are rumors of monsters in the lake.
Oh, yeah. But
What-
I always considered that American.
We will find them.
The monsters America, but everything else
Only
is
in the American part of the lake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If only we would keep the monsters, the Canadians would actually probably do something really nice about it.
Yeah. The captain, the horse masthead, the masthead, Unicorn Pegasus masthead, as it arrives, it bows to you, and you hear it say, "My captain."
I owe you an apology. Have you always been able to speak?
Yes, since yesterday. Always since yesterday.
I see. Well,
I love that.
I'm sorry we haven't spoken sooner.
It's quite all right. I didn't know I could.
Well, I guess we're even then.
Tommy taught me there's magic everywhere, so I had hopes, and I found it.
Tommy is wise.
Even though he's a little shady, bumping into boats.
That Tommy?
That's
Oh.
Hey, you know what? There's a lack of coordination, but up here and right here, all good.
Well, I guess we'll let him on then.
The technical term for that is a dick. I just want to teach this shit bad words.
Dick.
Yay!
Tommy,
It's
don't be a dick.
It says it so magically.
Magic dick.
Well,
Dick, 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 dick. Penis, penis, penis. Dick, dick, dick.
you learned so many words so quickly.
Oh, I'm super excited.
Maimrie, shall I assume you're taking command of the vessel?
No, it's just my friend. You can still command it.
As you like.
Unless you want me to command it, because I'll command the shit out of the ship.
Well, as a member of the court and I know owner isn't the word you like, but it's your prerogative to choose who captains it.
Then I will have to have an experienced first mate. Would you like to fill that position?
I think Westmoreland is an appropriate selection
Yeah.
in
but
that
he's
regard.
Nowhere near as good looking as you.
That is true.
And I think of it more of a figurehead position.
Oh, no. It requires somewhat a large amount of skill and competence. Just don't ask him to figure out how long something takes.
Okay. No time-based questions. Gotcha. Any other advice?
I'd like to tag along if you'll have me.
Of course.
I wanted to see you get demoted.
I'm like,
I'm fired.
Kinda.
You just got fired.
That's all right. I didn't really want the ship.
You're just borrowing it in.
Yeah, it wasn't
Never was
really
yours.
mine.
Yeah. So now you're just the passenger like the rest of us. Welcome.
I mean, I have a pretty fuzzy relationship with ownership, so
Yeah.
And
I go, no, and I go, Reggie, really, look, I've been a little, I'm kind of rough with new people, but honestly, I think you're great.
well, thank you.
And I give you a big hug and kiss on the cheek.
Well, that means a lot coming from
The new captain? Yeah.
from a ruling member of the Clockwise court.
Oh,
Do we get to call you just Reginald now? Are you no longer Captain Reginald?
I prefer Reggie, if that's all right with you.
We'll see.
Could also go with Captain Retired.
That would have required him not being a captain.
Or just Captain.
Again, Captain.
Yeah.
That you'd like that to be a nickname.
What?
Captain.
Nope. It suited the moment.
That makes sense.
That moment has passed.
It's once more simply Reginald von Hornsby. Yeah. Captain!
yeah,
That's you now.
Oh! Captain!
yeah.
We're ready to set sail!
To Ontario! Let loose the mizens! Set course to 180!
Yes, Captain!
Best speed to Ontario!
And the ship lifts off of the yard, and the Queen's entourage and Maggie and all the others.
I still
waving
feel
around.
bad that we've leaving the Queen.
Wait,
Isn't that
what?
like offensive or something?
No, no, she's waving you off.
Okay.
She knows what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or she might be saying, wait, come back, or I'm going to execute you. But either way, she's waving and smiling. It seems fine.
That's
Smiling is fun. That's a good
Yeah.
sign.
Yeah.
That's fine. We're fine. Everything's
Oh,
fine.
man.
Yeah.
Okay.
This ship screams to me, super runaway. It's awesome. It's ultimate freedom.
Right? Now, she did make eye contact with you and nod.
Because I would have.
Yeah.
I would have
You would've
begged her
checked. Yeah.
permission first.
Yeah, I didn't
Yes,
realize
yeah.
we were
was-
leaving now.
Yeah, that was other things that were
happened.
going to happen.
I believe
back.
I believe it was Maimrie who said you're Fae, you're the embodiment of chaos. Yeah.
Yep.
I believe Maimrie is the embodiment of chaos.
Yep. We're just here for
I'm just
it.
zipping around all over the ship.
Right,
Yeah, I
That's
feel
mine.
like-
That's mine.
mine.
That's mine. I don't want that. You can keep that. That's mine.
It's fine. Portals are a thing we can use still. We used them before. We can portal again.
It's true.
Wait, why did we take it? Never mind.
Because there's a
We can portal, but
Yeah.
we used a ship.
The
Well, doesn't this portal just simply go to the other side of the Pacific, or does it go to multiple?
no,
Yeah,
I was
so-
going with
yeah.
the one that got me from apparently my
Well, that was
room.
Yeah.
Krister's magic, wasn't it?
Oh, that
Yeah.
was
that was Krister's magic. Yeah, Krister has Wayfair magic that he can teleport
Yeah,
from
my-
place to place.
my
As does
Wayfair's not
Rajani
that
and
far.
Westmoreland and a few others. The Trod. So there's the Trans-Pacific Trod that goes from Port Estrella to Tokyo direct that Tommy had just come out of earlier. There is the Pacific Coast Trod, which runs from the very tip of Baja California all the way up to Juneau, Alaska, along the course, along the coast. That's the word, the course. And then, so that will take you. The Pacific Coast Trod will take you down to LA, which is about a 15 to 20 minute drive. In a ship, it'll take hardly any time at all.
However, it does not run east to west.
You
Cannot take a trod from Santa Monica to Pasadena.
I wish you could.
No,
That is
but you but you can take one from the Getty Center all the way to Chicago,
Yeah.
which is the Route 66 Trod. So,
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
yeah. So actually,
King, man.
Yeah, actually, I guess it would go from Santa Monica Pier to
Yeah.
Chicago. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And
That's awesome.
yeah. So
It's the mother trod.
yeah.
It is.
Yeah. And then from there, you can take the Eisenhower Trod across from Chicago all the way to the Lake Erie Canal Trod.
I like
Or the
Ike.
Erie Canal Trod.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's convenient, but at the moment, what are we're taking?
To LA. We're going to LA.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going
Yeah.
to LA, and then we're going to take LA.
Yeah.
too.
But this entire trip is going to take as long as your particular dreams allow it to take.
Yeah, but I want to solve this problem now.
Oh, okay. Right.
And what if we have nightmares?
That is a really good question. Yeah. So you're flying along, sailing through the air. You sail over Los Angeles.
All I can
Yeah.
hear is the beginning of the Peter Pan ride at Disneyland. Like the
You can
la la
fly.
la 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 la, you can fly. Yeah.
All I can hear is that
Except
sail
it's monkeys.
dubstep
Oh,
song.
the
Oh.
Something AWOL nature or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, that.
Okay, all right. So, okay, clearly you're both full of nightmares.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
First of all, Peter Pan is great.
Yes. So you're flying out. You and the ship sails really high into the air as you start to approach the Rocky Mountains, and you see the icy caps on the mountains. Did you have something you wanted to say?
Do you have a compass?
I'm not on me. Probably not. No.
Well, on the ship, there.
Yeah, there's a
ship-
compass on the
yes,
ship, though.
certainly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And an astrolabe.
Yes.
have-
And a sextant.
Yes.
Awesome.
that's inappropriate.
It isn't.
While this is going to start happening, I think
sextant.
Fallon's going to collect those items and retreat into, I assume, a cabin.
There are multiple cabins.
They have plans, that's all.
Okay. All right.
It's bigger on the inside.
I have thoughts about what I want to do with that, with prop magic.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and a cell phone.
Yes. Yeah. Maimrie, you're the captain.
Indeed.
Give me a perception plus alertness roll.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5 dice.
So that would be 2 successes, sir.
2 successes. Okay. So as you crest the Rocky Mountains, you're flying high up into the air. You can see the stars up ahead. It's almost as though you can see every star that exists. And you can, as you breathe, it's frosty breath coming out from the chill in the air. The frost seems to crystallize and turn into more stars as it blows away behind you, leaving sort of a trail of,
Awesome.
That's rad.
sparkles behind everyone.
Makes you Captain Sparkles.
Yeah.
I do love glitter.
Yes. Yeah. Your wings, you can feel them sort of vibrating with the flow of the air around you as you speed along. The ship's mood is exultant. Is the only way to really describe it. It is. It's so happy to be free and to be doing what it was designed to do, and the crew has smiles all over their faces, even though they have just come back from a very long journey. They had 2 nights of feasting, and they're excited to be back doing the thing that they love as well. Hinty is holding onto your earlobe for dear life as he blows along behind you. So
I
it's
take Hinty and I put him right here.
yeah.
What is Hinty again?
Hinty is a sea monkey.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
But like the
it's about
kind-
like this tall.
Right.
Yeah, but like
Like
but,
the drawings, not the actual brand.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So not an actual brine shrimp, but an actual sea monkey.
Yeah, the idea of
yes.
a sea monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The what is it again? Oh, yeah. The monkeys and the bear that came along are sitting in a corner,
Just the one bear.
harmonizing. Yeah, just the one bear.
Is it like
Only need
a,
base.
I
like
go up to the bears
counselor.
and I go, oh my god, and I give him a hug. Are you sure the queen won't mind that you came along?
She thought I needed more time singing and less time carrying.
Well, the queen is...
Carrying.
That's not going to get annoying at all.
No, Maimrie loves it.
I know.
Yeah, and as you're talking to Baron Monkeys, which that's their new name, Baron Monkeys.
Yep. Yep.
Baron Monkey.
Sorry.
That-
Yes. Yeah.
hey, bear and monkeys.
Wow.
My wife, she said she didn't like the monkeys. I thought she was lying, and then I saw her face. No, I'm a believer.
You need to get on the last train to Clarksville immediately.
Just meet me at the station.
8. God damn it.
I feed on it.
This game is canceled.
Yes. Give in to your hate.
You're so excited about the bear and monkey quartet, now known as Bear and Monkey.
Please tell me Newt snuck onto
No.
this damn ship.
Bear and Monchichi.
Aaron Monchi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who snuck on the ship?
I was like, did Newt show up? I want Newt here.
Oh.
If I have to suffer, Maimrie has to suffer.
I'm the captain. I can just make him walk the plank.
Yeah.
And she
You barely notice as the ship starts to descend. Something feels strange to you, and you look over just in time, and you shout out a warning to the ship, and the rest of you feel the ship jerk hard to starboard, and which is right.
Yes.
And yes, yeah, do the Star Trek good shake. And the ship jerks hard to starboard.
Shake the camera.
And there is a hot gout of flame that streaks by, just barely missing the ship. It sort of singes the port side just a little bit.
You can no longer see the scratch. That
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
Buffs it out.
That's right.
And the ship dives hard as you see a giant red dragon flapping its wings in the sky in front of you, and there is a rider in black armor with red flames all over it, that is pointing a sword at you. Claire, so.
I want to fight the crap out of it.
And you hear it. You hear the voice shout, "Now is when you will die." And you see two other ships similar to yours, a little smaller, but with dark sails and a crew full of red caps and she in armor, and they're all like shouting and clanging their cutlasses on the cannons as you hear the boom of 24 cannons firing at the ship.
I'm gonna slay a fucking dragon.
Yeah.
And that's where we will end.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yay!
Son of a bitch.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
No shit.
It's like Babe. It's like the mice and Babe.
Yes. So
Good times. Good.
yes, that is where we will draw a close to tonight. Come join us in 2 weeks for the exciting continuation of the Clockwise Court here on Happy Jack's RPG, and we will see what happens to the crew of the Clown Jewel
Dun, dun,
as
dun.
they head towards the Library of Ontario.
This is very ominous sounding.
Right?
Yeah, just to pick up a whole cargo load of ketchup chips and bring them on back.
Right? Yeah.
Some salt and vinegar.
Yeah.
All dressed, man.
I don't understand why Americans don't just have malt vinegar on all the tables. So,
I'm so excited for whatever's happening in Ontario just for that accent.
Cool, Gina.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't wait.
get yourself sorted. So join us
Sorry.
back here in 2 weeks, and we'll see what happens, eh?
Yay.
Oh, yay.
Right? Thank you, everyone. Does anybody have anything they need to plug? Other games? We have some
Call
other
of Cthulhu
games
on
going on.
Sunday with
Yeah.
Stu and Kimmy and Pooja and Cia Dave.
Yeah.
And looking forward to that. We also have Strategic Con coming
Yes.
up in basically just about a week.
Oh,
so and I have
Fudge.
like 120 games,
Yes.
RPGs.
Yeah.
We got 20 huge LARPs. We got tons of crap.
A bunch of cool special guests and one sucky one.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Nobody likes John Wick, but Jason will be there.
No, game designers John Wick and Jason Mills will both be there.
Jason,
Yeah,
fucking Mills.
as well as game designer Kimmy.
Yes.
Yeah.
She'll be running Decima as an AP at Decima.
Nice.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. A lot of us are going to be there at various times during the weekend. Please come out, play with us, come join us. We will be broadcasting live from there.
Yep.
8 p.m. Pacific will be our live show from Strategicon
On Saturday.
And
running from Friday to Monday,
Yes.
starting at noon on Friday. And, get 4.
And we'll have a bunch of APs throughout the weekend.
yes, on this channel we'll be streaming some APs that are happening.
Yep.
Stay tuned; they'll be announced
And that's
soon.
Labor Day
hopefully,
weekend.
Yeah, Labor Day weekend.
So
which-
you have off. You better watch.
right. Come join us.
Indeed.
So yeah, Jason has another game going on.
We're playing Shadowrun every other Monday. It's called the Greenwood Collective, and it's a very kind of low-powered, like beginner storyline. Like they're just entering into their life of crime. So,
Nice.
Do you follow the rules in that one?
kind of as much as I remember them.
What edition are you running?
5th edition.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
6th edition just came out, which is why.
Rob's
Yeah.
so cute, wanting rules to his games.
Actually, I don't. I just like making fun of Jason because of it.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
good point.
Like I'm the only one who fudges rules.
Honestly, I don't know a GM that doesn't.
What me fudge
I
rules?
write my narrative.
I know you do.
So lots of
talk.
exciting stuff going on. Jason's going to put up the schedule, and we'll
Calendar.
see you all in 2 weeks for the next exciting
And if-
episode of the Clockwise Court.
If you're just listening in, go look up happyjacks.org/schedule for the thing that I'm about to post up that you can't look at because you're only listening.
Yeah,
I said looking at the camera.
Listen safely.
right.
Okay.
Bye, everyone. Keep dreaming.
Good day.
Penis, penis, penis.
Vagina.
The preceding program has been a presentation of the Angry Folk Media Empire.